Like the ones at the start of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah. It worked out pretty well.
How many quarterbacks are you keeping right now?
We got 2.
Just good.
I can show you.
The bulldozers.
16 teams.
I like that.
It's good. Traded away Cam Newton and Chubb, and we picked up Tyler Lockett and Travis Kelce.
That's huge value. Huge value.
Yeah, it's good.
You should pick up whose defense?
I picked up Balaj. We already have Green Bay and Philly.
You should drop Philly for someone else. There's someone good. I forget. Ugh. I have them in another league.
Let's take a look and see.
It's for the week after.
Apparently someone dropped Baltimore in this league.
No one's had Baltimore?
I know someone just dropped
Oh, they
them.
dropped it? Oh. Oh, the Chargers.
Yeah, they're not available in this league.
Lame. They're at Miami. It's a good... And then at home to Denver. And then at home to Pittsburgh. That could be a good run.
Tennessee's not bad either.
At Tennessee's tough. I don't like on the road.
Yeah, they are one of the better defenses. Too bad Derwin James is out.
Yeah, Derwin James. It's a big deal not having him.
Yeah.
We can't Black Logic for legal reasons.
Well, we've got it up in the corner. It's very small.
It's very small in the corner, but... Hey, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman have shaved. Maybe they that was part of one of their steps.
No, you know what it is that in Jacksonville, parties end early. They're running on retirement time.
Oh, yeah?
Parties end at 8:30, so they got they're well rested this game. New York, New York.
Who guys start, Gordon or Tyrell Williams? Or Marvin Jones? And Watkins. I don't even know out of those 4. I don't care.
Why do you have so many receivers?
I lost all my running backs to injury. I had Miller and Geis.
What league is this?
That's Bennis League.
Yeah, Nicky B, we're live streaming tonight's game. We're not gonna be showing the actual game though, just a little in the corner, but you can follow along with us if you're interested.
Nice. We got Aaron Andrews for once. That's a on-field reporter I can deal with.
And Christina Pink, one of my
She's all right.
favorites.
Yeah, I'm all right with Christina Pink. She's not an old bag.
Yeah, that's true. Pistol. Bang, bang, boom, boom, pop, pop. So you have any insight into betting this game today?
Well, I gotta point out something interesting. Adam Humphries has 4 receiving yards.
They talked about how he needed to work on his chemistry with Marcus Mariota.
I don't think that's it.
Like it's chemistry's the problem.
Yeah. I think it's a quarterback, wide receiver.
Oh, your boy Tyler Irvin.
Tyler Irvin, nice returning kicks.
Cairo Santos.
Guy's so small. It's like the size of you.
I think the only person comparable in height would be Darren Sproles.
To you?
Yeah.
I think Cairo Santos is short enough.
You think he's shorter than Sproles?
It's up there. I gotta look now.
There's been a lot of like lore behind Gardner Minshew coming into the game.
I know, it's like a little bit of hype, like, which is bad.
Just like weird hype, like hype that doesn't even make sense. Guy likes to show his dong.
Yeah, good for him. Hey, Jake, what's up, man? Nice run from Fournette. That's a 9-yard gain to start. Oh, Sproles is shorter than Cairo Santos.
Capricorn's got the Jags. Jake Jacobs, as always, on the Titan. What's going on, Martin?
Martin Brown. Yeah, we took JAX. Oh, dude, they're shorter than you. Santos is just over 5'6".
Kudos if I'm actually even at 5'6".
5'5", Darren Sproles.
It's crazy.
You got him, man.
I don't know if
it's
I got
close. Him. It's close.
Yeah, we got Jacksonville in the picks. What was the line again for
1.5? 1?
I can't remember from our video.
Yeah.
But I've got it here. I can check out. Yeah, it is 1.5. So we got Jacksonville plus 1.5 tonight in the picks contest. Hopefully you guys all made your picks before this game, or else you'll be down one game.
Well, t-shirt time, it didn't matter.
Well, t-shirt time's a rare case of not having to play all 16 and winning the contest this week, or last week, I should say. I was looking at the player over-unders before this game, like receiving yards, touchdowns. Yeah. I was so surprised with how low some of the receiving yards ones were.
The receiving?
Like for Jacksonville's receivers, but it's just because they spread it out so much. But like guys are like, it's like 18 yards some guys need.
This is a tough secondary, though, man. Adoree Jackson, though, should do a little bit better. Why wouldn't they run it twice? Or just run it at 3rd and 1. Jax looks like they're punting.
They should. It's too early in the game, and
it's a grinder game. You know me. I like riverboat gambling.
Yeah, but to gamble a minute 50 into the game.
Yeah, and they're at their own 35. That was a bad punt.
And an even worse return.
Fumbled. This was a complete joke by Adoree Jackson. He's had a terrible game already. Let's see what this flag is. Jackson gets beat on an out route by Chris Conley, and now he can't field a punt. Just leave it then. Okay?
That's so bizarre. Sometimes you forget how young some of these guys are. And just...
Oh, holding a receiving team. This is going to stand. Hey, Isaiah. Big turnover. Big turnover.
That is big.
Hey, who's 42? Is that Brenton Burson? I hope it is. No. Who recovered that? That was awesome.
That was pretty good. I think a steady stream of Fournette here.
It should be. Winger rules, man.
Play
Minshew,
action,
touchdown.
James Shaughnessy.
Jacksonville.
That's good. That's a good start for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It's about as good
Oh,
as
we
it's
have them
gonna
in every
get.
pool as well, Jacksonville. So I guess we have something riding on it.
We actually have quite a bit riding on it just because we didn't bet this game. We have so much other stuff going on this year that we should be invested in each game.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about the bar pools and what we've done because that's interesting for people to.
To everyone listening, so we kind of broke the code on how to play bar pools, the ones that pay out for the week at least. So we're in a bunch of them. It all started with a World Cup pool I did 10 years ago. There was 980 people, and it told you which team everyone picked, and I picked the least popular teams, and I won. And the reason is think about it. If people pick out of the same popular group of teams, even if you win, you're going to split that pool. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're going to divvy up the prize. It doesn't make sense. So I had the only sheet or selections with those unique teams. So that gave me a 980 to 1. Like, I had 1 in 980, but the chances weren't 1 in 980. The chances were probably more like, I'm going to say 1 in 150. So essentially what I did is I got very high expected value. So Big Ryan and I signed up to a whole bunch of local bar pools. And they pay by the week. So what we basically do is the more people that there are selecting games, the bigger the underdogs. That doesn't suggest we're not going to take Miami or anything this week, but we're taking like Oakland and stuff. There's in a pool that has 700 people because, say, Oakland's chance of winning right now against Minnesota is what, 18%, Big Rye? Maybe 16?
Sorry, which game?
Oakland at Minnesota.
Oakland at Minnesota.
8.5.
8.5. Yeah, that's like 20%.
20%. So think about it this way. Yeah, do we think Oakland's going to beat Minnesota on the road? Absolutely not. However, though, that game we're getting, if there's 700 people and only 30 take Minnesota, you're getting like kind of like what
it's the best
20
way
to 1.
Use contrarian theory. It's the best way to make money with this.
You're getting 25 to 1 on the game, but the game is really only 5 to 1. It's huge expected value. The thing is, though, is you're going to look really ugly when you lose because you are. But I'd rather win ugly and lose ugly, but just win.
Yeah, you just need to know what the payouts are, and you want to pick something like football where you have multiple chances to win, like a weekly chance or more than just one. The longer the pool is, the tougher it's going to be.
And think about this. You know how often it is where people end up tied at the end, and then they have to go to the point total, where that's even less likely. A lot of times when you win in these situations, you have it locked up before the end of the game, even before the end of the week even happens. So, when's the trade deadline? Oh, they're going to be able to get off. They're going to be able to trade Ramsey pretty easy here.
Isn't it like week 6?
I thought it was 8.
Double check. See when it is.
Yeah, let's take a look here. October 29th.
So that's like 4 more weeks away. So it's around week 7. Week 6, yeah. Or for years it says, so it might be different.
No. That doesn't say anything. It's an old article. So October 29th.
Just double click on the date down here. We can count with the calendar.
I can just look up the games in week 6. I got a schedule right here. After week 6. Oh wait, 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
yeah,
8.
week
After
8, like I
week
said.
8. Yeah, you're right. The date's the 29th, so they have till Tuesday. So yeah, after week 8.
All right, here we go. Mariota is in. They're at the 22. Single back formation. Henry back there, as I'm sure you know. Henry making a nice move. He looks like he's moving slow, but he's not.
Well, it's because he's using power while he runs. It's tough when he gets to the outside because you can't gang tackle him out there.
You can't gang tackle him.
For everybody else on the field to get over to one side.
Calais Campbell had it blown up in the backfield though, and he bounced out. It was a nice run. They're sticking with Henry, and this is how you got to do it. That was a nice run, man. Henry falls in one of the best backs for me. I've always been a Henry fan because I just like that style. They're playing 4-4 the Jags. Wow. Play action was kind of obvious. Mariota gets pressure and he misses a ball to Jonnu Smith that was it was passable. I don't even know why they bothered. Just run at him. The linebackers were off the line.
Well, they have to know that Jacksonville's plan to stop them is to stop the run, which I think for most
That's
people
everyone's though, but if you can't stop it, then what can you do? You lose. They should force them. They should test them. Single back again. Tight end in motion. A.J. Brown in motion, rather. Run to Henry. 7-yard gain. Flags down, though. It's probably holding on Tennessee. Yeah. Holding on number 75. The right guard. He's replacement for Kevin Pamphile. I don't know about that. I don't know if he should have held on to him there. This is good though. A penalty is a killer for Tennessee. It really hurts them because that takes out the run game a little bit. They got Dion Lewis in there now, which makes sense to me. The linebackers they're still playing close and they're playing 4-3 base and they are running it. How is 3rd and 17? And dare I say it, I don't know if Tennessee has a 3rd and 17 play in their playbook.
They can do it. They're not that bad.
I don't know, Big Ryan. Why don't they get a $10 million man, Adam Humphries, who's uncovered right now?
I don't like Humphrey. Actually, more like there they go.
They're targeted and completely covered.
No, it was just bad chemistry.
You gotta give Tennessee credit here. They don't have the quarterback, they don't have the receivers, but they're a competitive team. I would go as far as to say that they can compete with anybody. Tennessee.
Yeah, they're a playoff team.
They're a playoff team. Yeah.
Nobody wants to play them in the playoffs. Somehow everybody wants to, and nobody wants to at the same time.
Yeah. Because other thing too, when they get Big Hoss back, that's gonna be Taylor Lewin. That's gonna be nice for them.
That's a big deal that he's not playing in these games.
Yeah.
Especially in a game like this against Jacksonville, where you need that help. Because the only chance Jacksonville has is if they get pressure on the quarterback.
I gotta say though, it's a little bit. If you get up on them, if Jacksonville scores a touchdown here, I don't like Tennessee's chances of coming back even a little bit.
Well, it depends how disciplined they are. If they can stick to the run, I don't care. Like they have to get down 3 scores to me to be in trouble.
17-0, it's over, man.
I don't know. It just I just feel like if they stick to the run the entire game, it's definitely going to be harder for them to come back.
Yeah. Because if they've been in the run, they've lost.
Can you pull up Mariota on Pro Football Reference? I'm interested to see.
He's got a bunch of good comebacks, actually.
I'm interested to see week by week his yards and
Big rise endorsing McDonald's right now. Best fountain drinks on the planet.
Sorry, guys. I haven't been keeping up with chat. Do you think Tennessee's style of play can win a Super Bowl?
We like to think so. It just hasn't happened in forever.
I think that Tennessee's style of play is... You guys are going to think I'm crazy when I say this, but I think it's the optimal way.
So do I.
Super Bowl.
So do I. It just hasn't been done in a while. I think they're missing a quarter. Like the quarterback position is a little bit difficult for it to happen.
And then just Nikki B asked, "What's the kind of bets you guys place?"
All kinds. I mean, we just don't. The only thing we don't do is parlays.
Yeah, we don't do parlays. Not so many over-unders as far as totals, like point totals. But we like mostly future bets and spread betting against the public for spreads. And we have an algorithm that we use to bet future bets. And
we started doing pools again, but that's for that could be with any sport. It's not really football specific.
Pools and fantasy is more strategy based than anything.
But then knowing what to do
and being consistent with your plan.
We used to be fantasy, like try to get into the wizardry of who's good and who isn't, but that really doesn't matter anymore, I would say.
You can get too focused on trying to draft a guy and then overspending or over using draft capital to get guys that you like or guys that you want rather than guys that are just going to produce. Yeah, Nikki B, specifically, what do you do? We've been rambling. I'm interested to hear. I'm sorry, fat guy, I cut you off there.
No, go for it. I got a game in my face, all right? I got game, bro. 2nd and 3, Jacksonville. Single back formation. This is I like this formation. Tight end in motion. Fournette cuts to the outside, and he plows into 3 guys. I like that. That's how you do it.
The Odell Beckham, as we like to say.
Yeah,
future bets and things like that. Never heard of that. Fantasy and pools. Nice. Yeah, future bets is just betting like how many wins you think a team will have, whether a team will win a division, will the team go to the Super Bowl, will a team win a Super Bowl. That's the kind of stuff where it's easier to make those kind of plays over a large sample size rather than just betting day to day.
Yeah, we don't even like betting the Super Bowl, to be honest. There's the lines, the prices and lines of the Super Bowl are so strong that there's Minshew unleashing. What a pass to D.D. Westbrook.
That was good.
Woo!
On Byard. And,
on the best safety in the game.
I believe that was Malcolm
Butler?
Yeah. It was 21.
They might have found a quarterback in Jacksonville.
Or sorry, it was... Oh, that was... Yeah, it was Butler.
Yeah, it was Butler and Byard.
Did you see Byard make a beeline to that ball? Watch this. That was unreal from Byard, even though he was late getting there.
He's the best safety. Oh, winger rules, Jeff. Jeff Roblo. I love that guy. Hand off to Fournette, blown up in the backfield.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's very kind of you. We appreciate it. I want to know if that hot tub's warm right now.
Yeah, is the hot tub warm? Winger, baby.
That's the story on. That's what's on my mind.
Are we drinking baby duck in the hot tub? Is that the plan here at Jeff Roblo's house?
I got a feeling he's more like the too hot in the hot tub kind of guy.
Yeah.
Is that Eddie Murphy doing?
James Brown.
Doing James Brown.
Yeah. Headed there now.
This is good. I feel like they could have got more there. You know,
he's headed there now.
He's headed.
I love that guy. That guy's funny.
Yeah, you got to be excited if you're a Bills fan. My brother's a Bills fan. And he's been texting me nonstop about how excited he is about the Bills. Are the Bills 2-0?
Yes.
It's pretty good.
That's a good run out.
They beat the Jets week 1. That was a nice...
They're on the road, too. They won 2 road games in a row. The Bills.
That's good.
Like, that's playoff stuff.
That is playoff stuff. Who do they play week 2?
Oh! Oh, DJ Shark. What a pass. And this is in the tightest coverage. Oh, Gardner Minshew. I guess we're betting against the Jags next week, eh?
Yeah, it looks like
it. It looks like it.
Minshew just dropped a dime to DJ Shark.
In great coverage.
Yeah. Taking advantage of Malcolm Butler, it looks like. Oh, the 10. I was like, what are you talking about, 98? You're talking about 98 degrees Fahrenheit. It's getting there.
It's getting there. I wonder, they should name a band after that.
98 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be a winger, but...
That's some chicken in the sea type shit right there.
Chicken in the egg. How do you botch that one? That's so bad.
I'm so excited for the acorn for the next video.
What? Oh.
I'm so excited for it. It's going to be good. That's all I got to say.
It's egg corn.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
You're like amazingly... I mean, I guess you just did one. That's the most ironic thing I've heard in my life.
That's like when I make straight jokes. The fat guy and I are playing each other in fantasy this week.
Oh, yeah. You guys want to take a look? Show them.
Is this it? Yeah.
Yeah. So Big Rye is Sun Tzu. And I'm Guy Kiss Party 69. It's been a trend of mine to be that name. Just scroll in a little bit. They can't see.
That's the fat guy.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Not looking good for Henry.
No,
I think they're gonna stick to him. I don't think they could do much else. Like, it's just such an unfair advantage to have Derrick Henry playing running back for your team, and then not to stick with it is like when you're bad everywhere else. It doesn't make sense.
Who do you have? James Conner's playing. Aguilar is a WR1. Wow, you got a decent chance here.
Aguilar was a free agent.
I know.
Picked him up after waivers. Like,
I know.
No one even picked him up.
I have Edelman and Beckham. A-Rod versus Prescott.
You see Waller's projected?
What is it?
Like, I'm guaranteed to win.
What is this, 6? Oh, 669?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Kittle. Get out of here, pal. My bench is loaded, too. I could put Mixon in. I could put... who else could I put in? I got the world, pal.
As long as a bunch of guys on my team don't get DUIs, it's going to be hard for me to lose.
I like how the Masked Singer has Dr. Ken. It's like... What does he know about anything?
The guy knows talent.
He's a doctor?
Yeah, that's more than I could say.
I guess it's more than both of us could say. At least you have a degree. I have a degree from the streets.
I guess so.
Probably, actually. I grew up in that lifestyle.
I was going to say to Jeff Roblo.
What a job by Darius Jennings. And then he gets tackled by the punter. Or Josh Lambo. And he just went and talked trash to him, too.
Was that really necessary?
I don't know, I guess. Oh, that was a good job by...
I was going to say...
Butler, he smacked the ball, too.
This is a genius move by Jeff. He's got the hot tub at a cool 98 degrees, so he can spend a full 3 hours in there for the entire game.
He's going to raise the heat being in there alone. Yeah, they ran it, pitched to Henry, and this is a 5-yard gain. Guys, it's 5 yards a pop.
That guy's celebrating.
Tackling? He celebrated tackling him?
He celebrated a 5-yard. The 5-yard run.
Technically speaking, that's the lowest yardage he's gotten yet.
That's true.
And there's Josh Dobbs with his alopecia for the Jags. What a 90s hat that is. I like it.
I think it's next level that Charlie Villanueva actually changed his name to play in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. Just run it again. You get 6 yards to get. You're fine. And they do. No, play action. Chip. Big gain by Tajay Sharp. Lambeau is talking more trash from the sideline. That looked like a pick over there.
I guess when all you do is kick off and extra points.
I guess like you're perfect, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Single back formation. Or no, I formation kind of. Fullback in motion. Pitch to Henry.
The exact same play they ran on first down last time.
This one only got 2 yards though.
Mike Vrabel out here playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He's working on the AI learning of the defense. You think they're gonna decipher this next play?
Well, they should just run the same play. And I think they are. Play action. Weird screen that didn't work at all.
That was bad by Jonnu Smith. Oh, never mind. 78 completely whiffed on the block. It was a really good play by Wilson. Is that Tavon Wilson?
Jared.
It's Jared Wilson. Look at this.
Oh, you can't miss worse than that. And that's Jack Conklin, too. A guy that's not supposed to make... 3rd and 9 is a nightmare for Tennessee. Oh, yeah, and Aikman's pointing out they have been terrible at.
I don't think he has to tell anybody that. I think
everyone knows. Look, Walker's got a safety on him. Oh, and they leave him in the block.
Oh.
Ugh. Flag. Oh, A.J. Brown might be PI against Jalen Ramsey here. Oh, PI on the offense. Oh, that was so lame.
It was, but he fully extended his arm and pushed off, which is kind of what they call.
Ramsey has a serious fro going on right now.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown's got a nice bandage on the back of his neck. Looking like Marcellus Wallace from Pulp Fiction. Maybe his soul was taken out of the back of his neck so he could be an elite receiver.
Maybe he got a mouth on the back of the neck and he chewed like this.
Yeah, of course. Lowbrow with you, always, Big Rye.
That's one of my favorite jokes from Delirious.
I know.
Big news about Taco Charlton joining the Miami Dolphins, huh?
How bad of a look is that, eh?
What, on Taco Charlton?
I mean, like, first round picks in general.
He came off waivers. If you come off waivers, do you keep the same salary?
That I don't know. That's interesting.
I think you do. I'll delete it just in case for now. All right.
Oh, the honeymoon's over. There's a casino. Strap in for ignition.
That's something.
Sorry, there's the most ridiculous casino commercial I've seen in a long time. Fallsview. I don't even know where that is.
Fallsy?
Fallsview Casino. That's got to be Ontario or something. Niagara Falls. Yeah, okay. Nice. They have a poker room at least? Let's take a look. Come on, I got to take a honeymoon for one.
Yeah, I guess.
They do on level 2. They have 26 tables. That'd be the most in Canada. Wow, that's actually impressive.
Where is it?
In Niagara Falls.
Makes sense.
River Rock used to be the most at 24. And then they went down to 5. Sweet. Jags up 14-0. Oh, are ya? Perfect. All right. Jags are at the 2:15.
Yeah.
Pass to Fournette. Bottled up real easy. So what's the story so far? Gardner Minshew has been kind of on the mark. I think that's got to be it.
I think the story so far is that botched punt by Adoree Jackson.
Yeah, that's really it, yeah.
And then Tennessee wasn't able to sustain a drive, and 2 big plays by Minshew, and
that's it.
that's all she wrote.
There's a corner blitz by the Titans. They're still going with it despite being exposed. Fournette has gone way back for negative yards.
That was like a negative 4-yard run.
I think it's more than that.
Well, they kept pushing him back for.
I don't know if they're forward progress. I don't know where it is.
I got a cheat sheet on my late screen here.
Yeah, 5-yard loss on a run. That's hard to do.
Yeah, that is hard to do. That's the same result when they do give it to Derrick Henry, so.
I believe you, Nikki. Screen to D.D. Westbrook, and there's a flag coming in. He didn't get the first down anyways, but the flag could change. Twitch. All right, Sir Francis Blake says, I thought Twitch was letting people stream the game full screen.
I don't know. Twitch has the rights to Thursday Night Football, and they start next week. So next week you'll be able to watch the full game on Twitch. But I don't know enough about the rules to know if we can stream it. But the thing is that we're streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So our YouTube channel is monetized, and if we do that, you can get
in trouble
striked by YouTube. So unfortunately, because we're streaming on both, we're not able to, even if Twitch allows it. Pharaoh Cooper. That's good to know, though. And if that's true, there should be a bunch of people streaming the game then.
I don't think we can do it a little bigger. I mean, I'd like to, but like you said, we have it on YouTube as well, so we could get in a little bit of trouble for that. I want to. Trust me, we want it. We want to give it out as much as possible, but
it's way better than watching us.
Yeah, way better than watching us. And who knows what Big Ry's hands are doing down there, right? Play action, lots of time. Mariota to Adam Humphries for his biggest connection as a Titan.
Just a weird signing.
Why would you pay him $10 million? He makes like $1 million more than Julian Edelman.
Yeah. Why would you name your kid?
Hey, we appreciate it, Dextron. That's a cool name, Dextron. I'm gonna name my kid Dextron, at least a middle name.
What did Dextron say?
He said, "No worries, y'all are still the goats."
Oh, that's kind.
That's a nice comment. It's nice. It's a warm, lovable comment, as Perry would say.
You know,
Henry to the outside. Oh,
one time the fat guy went to his village and killed a goat.
I did. Yeah, I slit a goat's throat once. Everyone. That's true. I ran a goat down and slit its throat in my dad's village.
Only one thing that you said there is believable.
What? Oh, you're talking about the running of it down? I was limber. You remember how fast I was? You were always a slow one, not me. I could still beat you in a race.
I hope so. You're like 2 feet taller. You're what, 6'2"? 310 pounds?
6'6", 290, alright, you jerk?
What, I'm 4'11".
No, you're
5'6".
5'6".
Well, how big's Ellen?
Yeah. That looked outside the pocket, so they're giving Mariota a pass on intentional grounding.
San Francisco signed long snapper John Kondo yesterday.
Formerly of the Raiders. Some questionable penalties as usual. 2nd and 19 from the opposing 35 for the Tennessee Titans as they're driving. Henry in the backfield. Oh, jeez. Calais Campbell just blew up the guard and tackled Henry at the same time. That's hard to do. You got to be a pretty strong man to do that.
That's Calais?
Yeah.
So,
look at him, man.
So good.
He's so good.
He's kind of single-handedly keeping his defense relevant this first few weeks.
This guy's an animal, man. 3rd and 24, end of first quarter, 14-0 Jags. This is a brutal down and distance for Tennessee. And they're out of field goal range now, too. They're at the, roughly.
John Kondo's a 2-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah. He played for Oakland for like 10 years. More than that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he played for Oakland 2007 to 2017. He also played for Dallas for 3 games at the start of his career, and Atlanta for 4 games.
There's a famous Oakland game where he got hurt during the game, and there were 3 botched snaps.
Oh, that was when he...
That was him, yeah.
Oh,
was that Chargers?
I can't remember who it was
Yeah.
against. The interesting fact, John Kondo has 4 fumble recoveries in his career. That's pretty good.
That means it's a botched snap. It's his own fumble, probably.
I don't think so. It's probably on punts.
Oh, it's on punts, yeah.
The guys had 21 total combos, tackles. He is a 2-time Pro Bowler.
The long snapper, though, Big Rye. They still make pretty good money, all things considered.
Yeah, the long snappers, they all make like $1 million.
Oh, I thought they made less than that.
A couple guys make a little less, but they've on average float around $1 million.
That's a great for that job. If you want to fix a football game, that's how you do it.
That's what Adam Carolla always says.
Yeah, he's right.
He makes a good long snapper too. Surprising.
Who does?
Adam Carolla.
He knows how to snap a ball?
Yeah.
You should see Warren long snap. It's ridiculous. The thing comes out hot. He long snapped though in high school though. He played every position except corner. And wide receiver, sorry. He was the goal line running back, as you can imagine. When you're 265 in high school.
Yeah. Well, they did a story today about Quentin Nelson was like 140 pounds when he was 10 years old. And so they didn't want him to play football with the other 10-year-olds.
Yeah, I could see why.
Yeah, that's scary. That's more than I weighed at like 15.
What a sack by Campbell.
And a good job by the corner, number 25.
They're going to have to punt the ball here. How are they getting beat so badly, this O-line?
Well, it's a screen.
I know,
And
but
then
I mean...
DJ Hayden's the guy who really
Yeah,
made
I
the
guess
play
that's true.
because he jumped the passing route.
I guess that's true. I guess, yeah, you're right. Very laissez-faire by TD Westbrook.
No,
Are we going to do another minute of commercials now?
That was like a practice catch for D. Westbrook. He looked good. He's handling that ball.
Fournette's kind of gone down in ranking. I used to like him so much, but...
Well, you just don't like him because he hasn't toughed it out and played.
Yeah, but like even on these runs, they're not. I don't remember him being this weak.
He's definitely not as healthy as he was in college.
He barely played in college.
Remember how scary he was in college?
Yeah, but that's a lot of guys though.
But he was like next level. Like
Yeah, he was get drafted so
like
high.
him and Clowney to me are like the two guys that have stood out in the last 6 years or so that have just been like next level guys when it's like, when are they getting there? I guess Tua, the quarterback for, is it Alabama?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of reaching that level. Look at that. 4 rushes for -5 yards. And they're winning 14-0. We wouldn't have predicted that.
No, we wouldn't have. But I just don't see that big a difference between him and Jordan Howard, like north to south.
I think it's weird that you can have Gardner Minshew as your quarterback and he still has the second biggest dick.
Oh, I went silver and black today. Look at the Raiders hat today.
Yeah, it's looking good. That's the stuff you want to get buried in, right?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
No. Just give me a sheet. You know?
I misread the situation.
I don't have tattoos or anything. I've been to a couple games. Relax here, pal.
Trevor Siemian went to IR yesterday, looks like.
I don't doubt it. Lee would have been gone for a touchdown, I think. Minshew got smoked though. Roughing the passer.
Who took it?
On 44.
Correa. Like,
dude, this might have been a
what?
touchdown.
How is this roughing the passer? Oh man, that's brutal.
This is they're getting jagged, Tennessee. Like, how easy? Like, what are you supposed to do?
I don't know. That was like a textbook hit.
No, that was a gentle hit. Well, Carrera
making plays.
Or Correa, I can't say his name. He's anyone with a 40s number is cool in my book. And he gets back to it, and he takes Fournette down behind the line.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie's also on IR.
Who?
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
DRC, he's got to retire, man. The rain's coming way down.
It's always deceiving, huh? On these angles, you can't tell that it's raining, and then they show those replays, and it's pouring.
It's pouring.
Oh, man.
That was terrible and telegraphed. And Fournette should be careful.
Yeah.
With that ball.
I want to see this one again.
This is a bad play.
He threw it like a good yard forward. It looked almost behind.
But you still don't chance it, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chris Conley's down for the Jags.
That's not good.
No. DJ Sharp warrants some consideration.
In like fantasy terms?
Yes.
Well,
he
they
got a
still
touchdown
have-
against the Chiefs in game 1.
Well, they still have D.D. Westbrook, who's probably the wide receiver one. They've got... who got hurt, sorry? Was it Conley?
Yeah.
Shark is good. They also have Marquise Lee, who's still coming back from injury, and Keelan Cole.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, fantasy-wise, look, he's got 200 yards and 2 touchdowns through 2.5 games. It's nothing to flap at.
It's good. I just think it's whatever. If
I don't know.
you're
That's
relying on him
decent.
for fantasy, it's probably not a good thing.
Pardon me?
I said he's like a spot start in some games.
Yeah, but it's consideration is what I was saying.
I doubt a lot of people are starting him today. That's my guess.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have started him today. If I
No.
had him. I'd have to be in a real tight pinch, if you know what I mean.
Those are sometimes good. He's tall too, 6'4", 198.
So he is a red zone threat, at least.
He's no Harold Carmichael, but he's a 6'8" receiver for the Eagles
Oh.
in the 70s.
Oh.
Tallest receiver ever. I'm going to go with Brian Finneran after that. .6'8", 225, 71 to 84. Wide receiver. 85 touchdowns. He had 1 year with 11, 79 when he made the Pro Bowl.
You should have been a wide receiver.
I would have been a good tight end, I think. Brian Finneran, 99 to 2010. 6'5". Brian Finneran. Brian Joseph Finneran.
So 3rd and 14 for the Jags. On their own 37.
Minshew's gonna run. I got a little advice for Minshew. I wouldn't do that too often. He rolled his ankle a little bit, Conley. He'll be okay, though. Another punt here. Logan Cook to Adoree Jackson.
Well,
Flags down.
that one's... Thank you.
Library, eh? Real windy. I just saw the ref's uniform. Holy. Holding kicking team.
After seeing that ref's shirt, there's not a lot to leave to the imagination.
Not much to leave to the imagination. Thanks. Tennessee's got an option here. They got a chance. With the rain and stuff, I think I'm going to side with Big Rye here. They should just pound the rock. They're in single back again with 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Henry, about a 5-yard gain, 4-yard gain. With a nice dive. It looked like there was a lot of space, but there wasn't, if that makes any sense. They're advertising 100 greatest plays at the NFL Network. See, that's a reasonable commercial. They're in the same formation. I like it. I like Tennessee. I like their style. Yeah, here we go. Johnny Smith in motion. Quick pass. Oh, and it's just... Oh, Cupcake. We're not able to for legal reasons. We'd love to enlarge the game, but we can't. That's a nice name, Cupcake Kitty Squad.
Hell yeah.
3rd and 6. They did a quick flat route or smoke route to Humphreys because everyone's playing so far off him, and they just weren't able to connect Mariota and Humphreys. I feel like they both made mistakes on that play. Here we go, 3rd and 6. Mariota easily stopped by A.J. Bouye on A.J. Brown, the rookie. They're going to be punting again, Tennessee. It is really coming down out there. It's going to be tough for punting. Excellent punt by Kern. Excellent punt by Kern. Oh! Touchback. Oh, that was to the 1. Oh, what a job by Kern. Oh, so close. It just bounces out. Oh. Sorry, I have a big thing for good special teams, clearly.
And the Titans player almost did an excellent job keeping it in, too. Not the second guy.
Not the second guy. That was brutal.
The first guy did, though.
I like that they picked it up and tried to return it. I like that.
That's a heads-up play. That's not what Adoree Jackson did. Let's put it that way.
Like, Adoree Jackson might have cost them the game with that play.
Well, it definitely set them off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
We keep a database of all the players in the league and where they were drafted, all that stuff. I do daily updates on this, so I'm just updating it right now while we watch the game. It's a lot of work to keep up with all this stuff, but eventually I'll be able to share it with you guys. It's going to be well worth the time. So cool, Chargers. Jazz Ferguson terminated by the Seahawks.
Yeah, I could see why.
Why do you say that?
Like they're getting, like Metcalf's playing meaningful snaps.
Oh yeah, he was on the practice squad. Sorry.
Yeah, but
just a name.
And he was out of shape too all off season.
Jazz Ferguson was.
Yeah.
Or Metcalf.
Metcalf's not out of shape.
Yeah. Robert Quinn is back playing for the Cowboys.
Cowboys. That's why it's a corresponding move.
So is Richie Incognito, which you mentioned in the picks video this week.
That's gonna be nice. The Raiders are gonna be tough to stop in the run game.
Yeah, and they play Minnesota.
Yeah. Well, Raiders might have the best offensive line in the league.
I know. I'm worried about our.
We can switch it.
We might have to. Just don't know. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but if they dedicate themselves to the run, it's going to be a...
They also don't have Jacobs, perhaps. Jacobs really sick, and he lost 10 pounds, he claims.
Oh, really? That's not good.
Yeah.
So even if he plays...
They don't even have a run... Like, who's it, Dwayne Washington?
They've got enough guys there to get it done.
Washington and Richard, really? Minshew with a nice pass. Flag is down. I think this could be a bad one, like clipping on the Jags.
Keep in mind, they could bring back a guy like
Chris Warren.
Chris Warren's one.
Doug Martin.
Doug Martin's the other.
Just holding on the Jags.
Yeah, they only have Richard and
those guys aren't good enough. I'm sorry.
Active roster. They're good enough. They also have Demaria Crockett on their practice squad.
Demaria Crockett, Crockett's a bit heavier. I could see that.
Elijah McGuire only made it 3 days on the Browns roster.
But they were playing the Jets though, so that could have been a spy tactic.
That's a very good point. That's probably why they brought him in.
Yeah. Also, too, D'Ernest Johnson passed concussion protocol. Wow, Fournette is hit nicely by Malcolm Butler.
Do you mean Hilliard did?
Or Hilliard, yeah, Dontrell Hilliard. I get it mixed up, all right?
I was just making sure. I was like, did he get a concussion as well from the game? Because I didn't remember reading any reports that he did.
Minshew running again. Oh.
So
Third.
did they change the rules about how quarterbacks give themselves up? I heard them say that if you dive forward, you still give yourself up early.
I don't think that that's true, but I could be wrong. The rules are
always changing.
Always changing and misleading, and their interpretation of the rules is different all the time.
Yeah. Which is frustrating.
Yeah. 3rd and 14 for Minshew and company at their own 16. They get about 9 yards with Shaughnessy, or Swain rather. Whatever. There's hardly a difference.
What's the point of even having him run that route? Either stay in and block. Like, what's the point of him blocking and releasing? He's never picking up that first down. That's just bad coaching.
Yeah, but it's 10 yards, though. 10 yards is tough to get in this game.
So it's bad coaching. I'm not saying 10 yards is the difference in this game when you're 3rd and 16.
Nice punt. Punting to the 21. There you go. It would have been the 31, Big Rye.
Well, the ball should have been on 35. Adoree Jackson should have fair caught that.
Yeah. It's raining, though, and clearly he's got some issues. Yeah. Scrub a dub. 1, 2, 3. One of the better names I've heard in some time. How did Fournette have minus 9 yards with 5 carries? Yeah, good question. He's getting attacked right when he handles the ball. The Jags O-line isn't ready for this onslaught of pressure, but he hasn't beat anybody when he was behind the line. Play action, Mariota, he's thrown it away.
Maybe they should establish the run before they start doing play action on every play.
Well, I just don't know why. Oh, yeah, of course we play fantasy. You have Fournette? Ooh, have fun with that.
He burned Fat Guy last year.
He burned me fat. Yeah, he burned me really bad last year, so I stayed away from him. I might try and trade for him now, though.
Yeah, there'll be good
Oh,
opportunities.
no, Kevin has him. Oh, that's good for... Now, here's Derrick Henry. Oh, man!
These are his...
Oh, man! Derrick Henry gets in 10 yards. It makes it look very, very easy. But he reversed positions completely.
If it was like schoolyard ball and you just hutted the ball and did whatever, Derrick Henry would be the best player in the NFL.
Yeah, he's the big... Look how big he is. It's holding on.
And you know who would be the
Tennessee.
second best player?
Who?
Terrell Pryor.
Yeah, Terrell Pryor probably is. No one... They gotta give him a chance.
Oh, it's wild.
Holding on Tennessee here. Oh! Oh! Are you for real? This is one of the worst holding calls I've seen. And it was a receiver at the end of the run. They take Henry's beautiful run out. Snap the ball. You would have had him too many men on the field. They don't even know what they're doing on defense right now. Just run. Oh. They did a quarterback draw to Mariota. Wow. He gets popped, though, by Campbell.
That wasn't a planned...
It looked like a draw.
It wasn't planned that way. But it's funny because Jacksonville looked so disorganized, and Tennessee was even more disorganized on offense after the snap.
Look at Campbell get this hit, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You don't want to be hit by that guy.
It was a helmet to shoulder.
Yeah. That's how they should just do it. They should just plow their helmet to the other guy's stomach, man.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of flat gear you got on. It's getting ugly right now in Jacksonville. It's pouring buckets. 3rd and 1, Tennessee at the 30-yard line. You better run with Henry here.
And they can't
Timeout, Jacksonville.
Quarterback sneak. They didn't even have anybody lined up under center. It's just...
It's pretty sloppy coaching is what Big Rye's doing with that.
Well, just like experience. How long has Mariota been in the league now? Is this his 5th year?
Yeah.
Is it him and Winston came in same time, right?
Yeah.
And so they both got their first round extension. So it's their 5th year in the league. Like, you expect more. Like, you've played 4 years already, or 3.5, whatever he's played.
Yeah. Well, he could have, in the last play, he could have snapped the ball and got them too many men on the field. Like, there's a guy running off.
It's here again. It's 4 versus 2 in the center. There you go. They actually do.
They do it.
They do it. But how do you not just recognize that, get up to the line, and make that call? Like, how is that not in your playbook?
I don't have an answer for you, Big Rye.
I don't get it.
Scrub-a-Dub asked an interesting question here.
What do
you guys think of getting Mike Evans for Lockett half PPR?
That's awesome. Do it.
We're gonna say, we would say do it. It's a buying low thing. Evans hasn't done well. It's gonna get better.
Evans is more valuable for every reason. The only thing Lockett will give you is a better chance at more yards. But Evans is going to have more catches. Evans is going to have more yards at the end of the season, if I had to guess. Evans is a much bigger threat to get touchdowns. That's my feeling.
Yeah. I like that trade.
But if anything, receivers don't matter too much. You want to be deep at tight end. You want to be deep at running back.
Yeah, Big Rye's right. Deep at running back, deep at tight end. That's the most important part. Henry is an animal, man. Just run every play. Literally, you could run every play with this offense.
Well, how about this too? If you can get, even if Henry has like 6 or 7 carries, you can bring in Dion Lewis with a tired defense, and he could actually be productive.
Yes, that's true. Another run for Henry. He still gets a yard because he dives forward. Gets hit behind the line, he still gets it done. Henry's a beast, man.
Jacob's celebrating that tackle. He did make a solo tackle against Henry.
Because these guys are... Think of it this way. Jacksonville's celebrating when they're getting Henry on the ground.
Yeah, they are. It's been that kind of game. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, they're going to do it again. Come on, boys, do it again.
They're not going to... They should run outside.
Wow. They flipped Dennis Kelly to the strong side. Wow!
Bizarre.
That was lovely. I'm sorry.
This is good football now. I've been shitting on them for the last little while.
Wow! They're not messing around.
Well, you know what this does is now they have to play tighter inside. It's going to open up these outside runs.
Because the play action before had very little credit to it. Like, very little credit.
And even the play action, I still think they need a little more on the ground to make it more effective. But you want these linebackers thinking north-south every play if that's what you want to do.
And then also, too, Henry could bust one to the outside and he's gone. He's done it so many times. What happened here? Is this a false start?
That's
you can't
terrible.
shoot yourself in the foot with a false start or a holding penalty, and the Titans have done that so many times.
That was a well-designed play, too, to get Henry to the outside.
It was a stretch. It was a great stretch.
It's interesting that Oakland traded for Trevor Davis, and they gave up a 6th-round.
I know. I thought that was a little steep, didn't you?
What's his name? Dwayne Harris got injured last game.
Yes,
I
he
wonder
did, but
how
like
healthy he is. Because that's the only reason I can see you wanting.
Yeah,
to
but
bring
that
in
like
Trevor
you can't
Davis.
find another guy.
I think they like having experienced returners. That's just my.
You know,
opinion.
that might make sense though when you think about it, as far as like ball security. Play action, Mariota. He's got all the time in the world. 1st and 15. AJ Brown, who proceeds to run backwards. Fantastic. Doing your mom. 1, 2, 3, 1. And my mom's a nice lady, all right? Well, you're 2-0 with the Packers, and you're soon to be 3-0. It looks like this is a nice spot.
And the Chargers signed Lance Kendricks.
Makes sense. Hunter Henry's hurt.
Yeah. That's
Why
too
wouldn't
bad.
you?
He's another guy that can't stay healthy.
Oh, they went empty. 2nd and 11. Humphrey's getting 3 yards. Campbell coming in for the pass rush. Tom Brady just tweeted, "I'm turning off this game. I can't handle watching these ridiculous penalties." Wow. That guy doesn't comment on anything.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady just tweeted that.
About what?
The penalties on it, there's like 100. There've been really bad ones. The holding penalties have been particularly egregious, and I agree with him. 3rd and 8. Dion Lewis in for the Titans. Mariota wobbler and caught. Flag again. It would have been a connection to Corey Davis. I don't know. I think scrub-a-dub that there should be a legal formation. Oh, you can't do that. I'm sorry. I just disgusted. You can't have a legal formation and false start so easy. I don't think that. I think next year they're gonna have to take a look because there was a lot of holding penalties in the preseason scrub-a-dub, and I think going forward that they're gonna have to realize how crazy it is right now. So this is too much, and this none of the viewers want to watch this. We don't want to watch penalty after penalty after penalty, and these guys, they're not exactly rock scientists, so you don't want to have them having to adapt over and over. 3rd and 13, just a useless pass to Delaney Walker. Doing your mom.
No, we do not have high hopes for the Browns.
No, we don't. We think they're an 8-8 team. The one good thing for them is the Steelers are 0-2 in addition to the Bengals, and so they're only one game behind the Baltimore Ravens. So it's plausible for them to win the division. It really is. So I just don't think this is a strong team, the Browns.
A lot of it's the roster strong. A lot of it falls on the coaching staff and, very importantly, the offensive line, because those are two weaknesses. And Chris Hubbard's injured. Greg Robinson has been in and out of the lineup.
He's not good either.
Well, he's not great, but he's better than anybody else they have.
He's still bad though. That's a problem.
They traded away Zeitler on the inside,
That was dumb.
so they still have one other guard position where they've been flipping guys
They have
around.
Treader and Batonio, and the rest is replacement level.
Yeah. So it's tough. I don't know how Mayfield's going to even be able to stay healthy, have time to throw. Last game, the Kitchens even said it today. He doesn't want him taking as many hits. But you guys have signed yourself up for this by having a trash offensive line.
And that was against an undermanned Jets defensive front.
A team that doesn't have edge rushers.
Yeah. I can't imagine it's going to get easier for you going against, teams that do have an edge rush. So.
And here's something that's kind of crazy about that, is that the Browns went out and signed a high-profile edge rusher, drafted a high-profile edge rusher. They've obviously put stock into having these edge rushers on their defense. But then on the offensive side of the ball, arguably the more predictable side of having success, they've decided to go with a pretty weak tackle crew. And that's not fair to say to Hubbard, because Hubbard is a good player.
But what Big Rye's highlighting is there's a paradigm. Like, how can they put value in rushing the passer but not protecting it? Like, it's the two-way street, and they have it.
And Mayfield, like, Myles Garrett is going to be a terrific NFL player. You don't have to worry about Garrett. You have to worry about Mayfield. Like, the guy's got to stay healthy. And how are you going to stay healthy? It's the same thing with Luck. Luck had bad offensive lines all those years.
Up until now, oddly enough.
And obviously we're cherry-picking a guy that's retired. It's probably not going to be that extreme for Mayfield.
But it's what he's saying is it's essential to development and success.
I think there might have been one offensive
I'm
PI
almost
call.
certain there's one.
But
is it Carolina, Tampa Bay?
The fact that it's just one and it's been 2 weeks already of games.
It's a lot of hubbub for nothing.
32 games, like 70 plays each way, and one offensive pass interference call has been changed. It's they made that rule because of the Saints gaffe, and that's the only reason why. It's a rule they're not taking seriously at all.
Here we go, Titans to punt. Kern is the MVP for the Titans right now. Brett Kern, the punter.
You mentioned it earlier, and I said, yeah, who cares about field position? But this is a field position battle game.
I know, you were wrong.
Yeah, I think the Ravens will lock that division down. Wouldn't be surprised to see them win.
We feel
Sunday.
the exact same way. It's not like it's odd. The teams that we like, we're
from Vancouver.
We're from Vancouver.
The Ravens haven't locked that division down, but they're the favorites.
They're the front
right
runner.
now.
They're the front runner.
And that's not just because they've won games.
Oh, Westbrook dropped a first down here.
I think people are counting out the Steelers a little bit too early, and people are a little bit too hyped on the Browns. But between those three teams, it's pretty even, but the Ravens have the edge right now.
Ravens have the ability to beat anybody and lose to anybody, more or less.
Yeah. They get down in a game, it's going to be interesting to see
it's gonna be tough.
how effective Lamar Jackson can be. Because right now he's had it pretty cushy these first 2 weeks.
Wow,
but he's done what he's needed to do.
The rain has cleared up in Jacksonville, the monsoon. Oh, really tough pass to Fournette, who handles it quite well.
Good tackle by Butler.
He hits the ground like a ton of bricks. I'm hating on Fournette, but I mean, he hasn't been able to beat Malcolm Butler in a one-on-one situation. Like, he hasn't. Malcolm Butler, you should be able to beat a corner, man.
Yeah, Fournette doesn't look
elusive.
Yeah, he just doesn't look the same.
Yeah, we have the Jags in this game, but it's still not over yet.
How about them Jags?
How are they winning with no run game?
Well, it's one special teams gaff and 2 good passes from Minshew, and that's the difference. It still is. Nothing's happened since then. It's been a first down here, first down there, and a punting battle.
Yeah.
It's because Minshew's mustache is so glorious.
AFC South?
Tennessee.
I can't take 10. They're 1-2, potentially. I think we're going with what we're. I'm going Indy. That's what our algorithm has too, and I think they're the best team. I actually do. They have the best roster. And Indy got a key road win in Tennessee.
We got Houston right now.
Yeah, I like Indy. We had Indy at one point, so that's what sticks out to me. It's tight though, like top to bottom. We feel that's the strongest median division. Like, that division should generate the most wins, I think.
Capricorn saying that the Jags make it to the playoffs. He's calling it first.
Especially now, that's a bold prediction. But if Minshew's playing, like... I'm not saying he's dominating right now, but he's been palatable. So, I mean, if he can play that way, I mean, do you really want Nick Foles? Nick Foles looked like how a backup looks, right? So...
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings. It really depends how well Minshew plays. Like, if Minshew's winning games, like the offense is winning games, it's going to be hard to take him out.
Oh, it should be impossible. This Jags defense isn't bad either.
Technically, it should be good, but they played well last week. They played terribly the first week. That was maybe the worst we've seen them play.
Yeah.
On defense.
Tackling is such an issue for the Jags. Minshew. Oh, Westbrook are we calling that a drop?
I think Logan Ryan made a really good play here.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell. I kind of want to see a slower replay from up close. Yeah, that was a really good play by Logan Ryan. Like, really good play.
Really good play.
I don't know how he stops on a dime here. That's impressive to me. The field just looks sloppy. Like, everybody looks slow today.
Yeah. Well, it just stopped pouring rain. They got Humphreys now returning kicks. It's going to be holding on the return team, negating Humphreys' reasonable return.
That was an excellent return by Humphreys.
I would get Humphreys to do it. Get something out of your $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Like, this is minute 23 left. I think you're going to need Dion Lewis for this drive. Yeah, Humphreys is getting $10 million a year. What's the exact number there, Big Rye? $9 million. My mistake. $9 million for that guy. He had 4 yards going into this game. It's just so ridiculous. There's a flag and they still don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know. How did his market get to that? That's what I'd like to know. Mind you, Odell is getting, what, 20 or 22? I mean, I won't get it. Receivers are overpaid for the production you get. Think of how effective they are in each snap. Very, very, very minimally. Yeah, but we have an argument for that one too.
But he's got a really good point. Like, how much more impactful is Melvin Gordon than Humphreys? Like, if the market's paying Humphreys 9, then if that's a lot of players would be getting paid a lot of money if Humphreys set it at 9.
There is something though. I mean, I get what you're saying about Gordon, but this is one of the things me and Big Rye disagree with just a little bit.
Oh, no, we disagree a lot.
Yeah.
You can get running backs cheap through the draft, and guys that play better, guys that are healthier.
Yes, yeah, that part we agree on, but here. Just going to look through our database real quick. And so I can formulate my argument about Melvin Gordon.
Well, talk about the Patriots backs.
Okay, here we go. Justin Jackson makes $570,000 and Austin Eckler makes $556,667. So that combined they make $1.13 million. So, I mean, if you're going to pay Eckler and Jackson 1.13, is Melvin Gordon really 11 times better than those guys? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to roll with those guys. I can pay him just over $1 million. We're talking about average salary over their contract life. Exactly. You don't have much leverage. It's not like Eckler's doing terrible. Exactly. How has Eckler been playing? And if Eckler's that good, how many guys at that salary are able to do it? There's a lot. You just have to turn stones over. You can find them. And here's the other thing, too. If you look at like the Belichick way of doing it, if you put so much emphasis on one player in your offense, he can hold out for the moon. Now, if you have guys like Eckler and Jackson, like not necessarily splitting, but kind of, dividing up the efforts, you can pay them far less because when it comes to negotiating time, it's hard for them to argue when they don't have nearly the production, right? So that's the way I look at it. If I were me, I'd have 5 running backs making around $1 million. That would be just me. And then if one guy goes down, it's not really a big deal.
The only thing that's tough, it's tough to have 5 running backs on your active roster.
Yeah, okay, 4. There you go, 4, sorry.
But if they're guys that play special teams, you can get away with it.
Yeah. In fact, guys who have lower positional costs should be sort of playing special teams. It's a good way of saving. All right, here we go. 2nd and 20 at their own 46, the Titans with a minute left. Almost intercepted by Bouye.
The Titans receivers haven't been able to get much separation on these Jacksonville corners.
Oh, that was so telegraphed by A.J. Brown. Look at this. Third and 20 and 3rd and a mile is what Aikman said in the play before. Might as well be. Same spot. And A.J. Bouye, he shuts down A.J. Brown. 4th down. JAX are going to get the ball back.
I don't know if it matters, but they should have made them use their timeouts.
Yeah. I don't. You know what? Maybe not.
Like I said, I don't know if it's going to matter, but why give up a possession in this game when you don't?
Well, they're trying to score too.
Yeah.
And you're laughing.
Well, neither team has a 2-minute offense.
Yeah, neither team does have a 2-minute offense. That's a good point. But then that's a
quick. I say that, and Minshew will probably put up 3 points here.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Jake says this game's awful.
Yeah. I don't think Jake's wrong.
I thought this game was pretty good.
Defense-wise, yeah. But I'm sorry, the flags kill it for me.
Yeah, there has been a lot of flags. I'm only mad about one call, and that was that roughing the passer call.
There were so many holding calls that you missed that were stupid as hell. Jake, I got to be real. Is Brett Kern the MVP?
I think it's whoever that blonde special team player was on Jacksonville. Number 42.
The Brenton Burson lookalike?
Yeah. He looked like Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, Jaguars are up 14-0, Martin.
No, you know who he actually looked like? Samurai Cop.
Yeah.
Jags are up 14-0. Yeah, Kurt MVP.
They have a picture of Joe Buck with a pencil mustache and makes him look like John Waters. Yeah. Real pink flamingos up there. Yeah, Jake's like always the MVP. Yeah, Kern's a badass. We do, Miller. We do. It's just really small. Minshew. All right, I think it should just kneel, Jags. Just kneel, okay?
Fournette looked pissed that he missed him.
Oh, Rashawn Evans. You're going to lose that guy now? First round pick?
Hurt for the Titans?
Looks like it. It can't be that bad, though. We really don't know, Miller. We really don't. I know if we make it bigger that it'll get flagged. That does happen. We don't know. Like, we can't really risk it.
Scrub it up. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and we have ads up on YouTube. So, unfortunately, we can't make it too big.
This is the first half that never ends.
And then the reason why we do have the game up so small is just so you can see where we're at in the game. So if you're watching with us, you know if we're a little bit behind, that kind of stuff. Martin, you could be our hype man.
Yeah, we need a hype man. We need a fat man scoop.
Yeah. We need an Undertaker, per se.
No, Paul Bearer, man.
Jimmy, Paul Bearer. What's the...
Jimmy Hart?
Yeah, Mouth of the South.
Who's the other one? Clarence,
Well, Jim Cornette might be the best.
Yeah. Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby the Brain Heenan was pretty good. Yeah, the Jaguars winning 24-14. Well, this is on pace for you.
I don't know if you're going to get that many points out of Tennessee today, Martin.
So you got Tennessee -4 in the second half. That seems about...
That seems right.
Yeah.
I don't know who starts with the ball, though.
I'm pretty sure Jacksonville scored off the bat.
Clarence Mason. He's the guy.
So, if you have the Titans this game, at least they get the ball to start the second half. Raiders fan, though, good luck this year. I don't know, Raiders will look fine. It's a little bit troubling about losing Jonathan Abram. That's a pretty big loss for that team. He looked already like a pretty important part of that defense. That defense just looks mean. Just whether they can cover anybody. Unfortunately, they had to go against maybe the best passing team in the league in Kansas City.
Yeah, it's a good way of getting hurt.
Looks like me and my wife.
What are you doing?
Why? They can't see what's on there.
Yeah, it's true.
Just a nerd.
Yeah, thanks. I won this hat gambling, so I like it.
What happened to the poker hat?
That's in the car. I wore that out yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
A big hit? Where'd you wear it?
I had to stop in and do some admin stuff at work.
I was expecting a way better story.
What do you want? What a goof.
Martin Brown, what would you be with?
The hat. Just eat your fish, okay?
O'Shaughnessy, O. Henry.
Oh, good question, Miller. It's hard to argue the Patriots, but they haven't really had the They haven't been tested yet. The Patriots defense looks good though, and
secondary looks scary.
Yeah, it looks really good. Oh.
Let's go through. Take a look at all the teams. I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look here.
There's obvious ones like the Bears. The Bears have a great defense. We always make a case for Jacksonville, but losing Telvin Smith during the offseason is trouble. They're going to lose Ramsey now. Yannick Ngakoue has been injured.
Yeah, it's taken a dive.
They lost Malik Jackson.
Yeah. I'm going to go Patriots and Rams.
Rams, excellent defense.
Yeah.
Are you looking at overall?
Yeah.
We do have a defense one.
I'm looking at defense.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Dallas is an interesting one, by the way.
Dallas has a very good defense.
Yeah, but don't forget Scrub-a-Dub. The Pats played Miami, which is, I mean, you can only play who's in front of you, but that was crazy. And then the Pats' first game, they just dominated the Steelers, and it's going to get a bit better too. They're playing the Jets, who have a third string quarterback, so it's a good time for the Patriots defense. That's for sure. I could see him pitching another shutout.
Martin, that's awesome.
It's hard to do, Martin. You got to keep doing it long term, baby. Do it long term.
Martin, have you been making picks in our contest?
Yeah, I'm down with this hat. They'll be clapping some cheeks this Sunday.
I guess he's talking about the Patriots. Yeah. Scrub-a-Dub, that's one of the better lines.
That was pretty good.
Clapping some cheeks.
That's funny. What's that song? Oh, Project Pat? Make that ass clap?
That's a good song.
That's a Project Pat song, right?
Yeah. What's that? That's that whistle song, though?
What, Blow the Whistle by Too Short? I like how Drake stole the lines from Blow the Whistle by Too Short, and then, oh, it's an homage. No, it isn't. You took his line, and you put it in your song. An homage is a nice way, a French way of saying I stole it.
That's pretty much every joke I've ever told.
Yeah, that's true. At least I'm more original than you. Yeah, Dallas's defense is interesting, let's say, but we think the Patriots' D is probably the best. And the Rams are pretty good as well, as we'd mentioned. And of course, Chicago. Worst defenses are Giants. We don't like the Saints' defense, even though they've been a lot better than before. Miami, obviously.
Who else?
Yeah, we have Miami listed as the worst defense in the league by a large margin. Oh, Tampa Bay. Yeah, those are some bad ones. Giants. I want to know who's going to get fired first. It's not going to be Brian Flores, I don't think, from Miami.
Well, the odds-on favorite was.
It's got to be Pat Shurmur.
I think it was Gruden.
Gruden. They have a reason, and they've been more competitive. They have.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad coach.
Yeah, you should, Martin. It's free. Yeah, who do you guys think is getting fired first? I like Pat Shurmur from the Giants. Just, come on. He was bad in Cleveland. He's bad in New York. There's a New York radio guy, Mike Francesca. He had Shurmur on, and he pretty much told them that they were terrible, and they couldn't stop anyone. They were bad at special. The only good players they had, he said, were a kicker that missed a kick, and that's what he said. And I can't even remember who else he said. But he just tore them apart, and then they canceled their interview for this week.
Yeah.
So
it's fitting.
holy. Lamar Jackson.
What is he telling Steve Smith?
He just got an interesting. I don't know what the word would be. The verbiage would be. He's got an interesting twang to his voice.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, the answer is no, he's not going to be able to keep up, but he might not have to.
You're not supposed to keep up with Patrick Mahomes. Just power run the ball and try and get some turnovers on defense. You can win the game. What a pass.
That's interesting what Miller said. He's talking about wanting to know top defenses because they dominate early on in the season.
Yeah, the other thing too is, are these defenses going to age well? That's a good way of putting it throughout the season. Because usually once you get worn down on defense, you become Swiss cheese. So they usually look better early in the year. You know what? As much as we've been talking bad about the Giants, I'm glad we took them. I wanted Daniel Jones at quarterback.
Yeah. Well, I've had an ongoing joke with the fat guy for the last 2 years where the Giants are just that one team that I could never get right.
Yeah.
Every time I'm down on the Giants, they start winning, and every time I think the Giants are gonna start winning games, they start losing. So I just don't expect anything from the Giants ever.
Okay, here we go. He asked if we who do we have as our best offenses? We have in the top tier.
The numbers are going to be a little bit off right now.
They're a little bit off, but we like Atlanta. We like Dallas. We've liked Dallas this year as a really strong contender. Kansas City and the Rams. We have the Rams at number 1. So I could see that. New Orleans is just off that. Kansas City, you can argue, is the best. But the thing about Kansas City is it's not as offensive. The offensive line isn't as sound as either of those two teams.
The Bucs have a below-average quarterback, an average O-line, below-average running backs, and above-average receivers. They're
bad.
It's tough because Winston is unproven.
No, he's not good. We know this. 5-year.
The offensive line has improved a bit. They have excellent, above average receivers. Tight ends is like almost a slap in the face. They have some of the top receivers and tight ends. Like Chris Godwin's very underrated. Mike Evans has been a really good, consistent player his whole career. O.J. Howard has a lot of potential. Even a guy like Cameron Brate. Is there a better tight end too in the league than Cameron Brate?
No.
You have to go through the
running backs are abysmal though. Quarterbacks below average.
Well, Ronald Jones just isn't a good player. He hasn't been able to get on the field.
Peyton
Barber's okay, but he's below average.
They're below average, the whole thing.
Tennessee gets the ball at half. Jacksonville had the ball to start off with. They had a 4th and 1. And Fat Guy and I were arguing if they should go for it or not. They punted, and Adoree Jackson fumbled the punt.
He's right. That's what happened.
Miller says, but can you tell this early on because all teams have to work on something? Well, it depends on the coaching. Like teams like Miami are going to get a lot better throughout the year just because they added 30% of their roster a week before.
Yeah.
They dropped and picked up other guys from other teams who had been learning other systems because they're trying to get players that fit their mold. It's kind of like what Oakland did last year.
And also, too, Miami can go for broke every game. What the expectation is 0.
Yeah.
There's no heat from the owners about... Because a lot of coaches play to be competitive, not necessarily to win. Miami will have the option of playing to...
Every game for them is a preseason game.
Pretty much, yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
But a team like the Patriots will get a little bit better, but they're pretty much running at full capacity right now.
Yeah.
These are
Chiefs are running. I don't see the Chiefs getting any better than this.
Chiefs can't get any better. They can get better defensively.
I don't think Chiefs defense is that good.
I don't either, but there's potential for them to be better.
Yeah.
These two teams are interesting teams because coaching can improve both of these teams. I just don't know if either coach is the guy that's going to be able to make these teams take the jump.
Also, you know what offense could get better? Philadelphia.
They have all the tools.
They have all the tools to be successful, and the coaching, Philadelphia. So I don't understand why. Because Philly, we think, should be a premier offense, and they haven't been. I mean, what they're not terrible or anything, but it should be better. And to circle around to Martin Brown's comment, we think Atlanta is a slight underdog to Indy. Finally, here we go. Man, the stands aren't exactly full here.
No. Oh, the Titans ball boy, my favorite guy in the league.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Why?
You know me. I can't. It's poison for me.
Him and I see eye to eye.
Yeah, I know you do. Play action, Mariota is getting sacked. Marcel Darius, who looks huge.
But will they get better depending on who they're versus?
Yeah. Oh, we're not disagreeing that Miami might win 2 games. We're not saying they're good. Like, Big Rye took the under. Big Rye took under 4 wins.
Under 4.5 wins.
Yeah,
the team is, roster-wise, you can just tell what they're doing. Like, there would need to be masterful coaching to get
5
wins out of that roster. Because they've taken every young player they can, and they've cut away any type of veteran, any good players they have. And even the good young players they have, they don't want them. So that team just is, it's a glorified college team right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think their defense is as good as Clemson, if I were to guess.
They're, like, it's a superstar team for college, but they're playing against NFL teams and NFL players and NFL coaches. And a lot of Belichick's disciples haven't been good with good rosters. Never mind a guy who's decided to just flip an entire roster. And
well, he didn't decide. Ownership and management have. I haven't seen Josh Allen for the Jags.
No, I haven't either.
Nice tackle by Miles Jack on Derrick Henry.
He played 30% of the edge snaps in week 1. And now Miles Jack is getting hurt. So he got thrown out. Now he looks like he's got a very minor injury because he's already trying to get back on the field.
It's concussion protocol.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Scrub-a-dub made a great comment.
Anyone who tries to tackle Henry should have to go through concussion protocol. That's good.
Oh, he could have gone so far.
Yeah. He peaked before. That's why he's pissed.
That was a 30-yard chunk play right there. That was the play that went for a touchdown against Cleveland.
Derrick Henry looks like he could be the best WNBA player of all time.
Well, Miller, how can they get worse? They've added a bunch of guys that fit their system. We're not saying they're going to be world beaters or even win that many games.
Good catch by Tajay Sharp.
Nice play by Sharp. And a nice ball by Mariota. Yeah, we do. Pretty much every Sunday, Monday, and not every Thursday. Thursday is a treat.
We had to throw out the big stops for this game because we know how much everybody loves Jacksonville Titans. Appreciate it, Scrub.
Yeah.
We definitely check out our YouTube channel. We put out a pick video every week, and we also do a picks against the spread contest. That's what you see on the screen. Yeah, BigRyanTheFatGuy.com is where you can make your picks.
We'll link it in here.
Really, really good catch from Tajay Sharp.
Oh!
Mariota misses Delaney Walker in the end zone. Mariota took off like he was going to run, pulled it up because he saw him. It might have been tipped by one of the Jacksonville defenders.
It was. Miller thinks they can get worse. All right, third and 6 from the opposing 11-yard line. 14-0. The Titans are driving.
Well, to be fair, they're going to go from starting Fitzpatrick to Josh Rosen. That was a start on how to get worse.
Oh! Almost intercepted in the end zone by Harrison.
Martin's asking if you can call out the downs and yard line.
I did.
It's going to be 4th down now. There was a late hit from Campbell there with no call. I guess because he doesn't fall on him, it's not a penalty.
4th and 6. They're going for it. Here we go. Here we go. If that was the case, why wouldn't they run it 3 times? I mean, really. 4 times, rather. Sack. Campbell. Unbelievable job, Jacksonville. Woo!
Calais Campbell is... I'm taking away that MVP from Brett Kern and giving it to Calais Campbell.
Well,
he's
Campbell, you've had a hard-on for...
He's been so good. He's winning every down. I don't know what else you want from an interior
I guess
line.
That's true.
And how are they not double-teaming him on that play?
Yeah, how are they...
You tell me that. They left... I don't know who the guard was on that side.
Oh, it's the rookie one, right? Because they're right guard. Oh, man. Great job, Jacksonville, on defense. Great job. Now, can they advance on their, 8 yards rushing now? Holy. I want to see the box score of this game. By the way, I looked up WWE's Clarence Mason. He was an actual lawyer.
Who?
Clarence Mason.
Who's Clarence
Nation
Mason?
of Domination. He was the manager, the guy in the suit. I had his figure. That was a gift from my dad.
I actually don't know who this is.
You know who Clarence Mason is? Can somebody please, honestly?
Oh, yeah. I'm not a guy to remember suits. Okay, let's take a look at this. It was Jamil Douglas at guard then.
Oh, that's not a good look.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to stop. It's just not going to happen.
Who do we want to win this game? We want Jacksonville to win this game.
Yeah, we're doing good.
You just want Fournette to do something for your fantasy team. Subbed in, ready to win my subscriber giveaway. Awesome, Scrub. Appreciate it. Thanks for all the love tonight, guys. It's much appreciated. The Fat Guy and I have been working on this stuff for years, and we just started putting ourselves out there on YouTube.
I've been putting myself out there a lot.
Well, you don't have much choice. Martin, we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm not sure. I can put up the chat somehow on the thing so you guys can see everybody's comments. That might be a better thing to do.
That might be a better idea.
Yeah, because we're not showing too much.
No, let's do that.
Now I got to figure out all the technical stuff, guys. This is gonna be.
It's not that hard. It's gonna take him like less than a minute.
It's not that hard coming from the Fat Guy.
Yeah, who does nothing technically. Complete laggard. Minshew, time, bomb, caught. Shark again with a guy all over him.
The guy you called out.
I don't think so, Scrub a Dub, but you can try it. I don't know this owner. Maybe if you get him drunk or something, I don't know. If you have Dalvin Cook though, that's a good guy to have. Fournette with another negative run. There we go, guys. There we go. Oh, you got a beer mile? Yeah. That's Yeah, I think they're going to do well regardless. I personally dislike those receivers with the utmost, but then I drafted Brown and traded him for Odell. I don't really care. I think they're both going to do well. I think the one issue, though, is I think that Antonio Brown has a good chance of going on the commissioner's exempt list at some point. There's too much smoke where there's fire. Okay, here we go. We got a great catch and run here by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Chris Conley, who is originally injured, had a bit of a rolled ankle. So Jags are driving. They're at the opposing 32-yard line. They're in single back formation. Hand off to Fournette. Up the gut for 5 yards.
Martin said, great play call.
Perfect.
He's giving you the pat on the back, so you're doing a good job.
Maybe he's talking about the Jags. What do you know? This guy's an idiot. Nick Foles got his Clark Kent glasses on, his arm in a sling. Oh, he's at 0 yards now? Scrub it up. Nice.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy, huh? Fournette at 0 yards?
I think it's actually less than that. I still think he's negative.
His OU for this game was 70.
Fournette with 2?
You could bet over-under Fournette 70.5 yards on the ground and 30.5 receiving.
He's at -3.
It's unreal.
He's got 18 receiving, though.
I heard Odell's the best player in the game at receiving.
He's good. He's not in my top 5. What do you want me to tell you? He's outstanding after the catch. He's probably the best slant runner in the game.
Oh, you're talking about football.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's the best receiver out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He needs more length.
We're talking about wide receivers. Odell's got that locked up.
Yeah. Well, he's good at receiving.
I don't think he's much of a pitcher. He's certainly a catcher.
Yeah. One hand.
It's an injury, so we've got from Sheriff Finch, young linebacker for the Tennessee Titans. All right, Minshew, if he puts together a score here, he's on the precipice of his first NFL victory. And they are 3rd and 4 from the opposing 24-yard line. Minshew, bomb. Westbrook touched. Oh, Logan Ryan knocked it out the last second. That was awesome.
Ryan knocked that one out?
Yeah, watch this play, man. Ryan's had a hell of a game. Oh, he didn't. He just dropped it. That's 3 drops for Westbrook, guys. Oh, that's just so bad.
Westbrook pushed off there too.
Yeah.
Which is a call they called earlier. He pushed off twice. That's how he got such good separation.
Scrub It Up making a good commentary. He does look like Dante Moncrief.
Oh, yeah. Moncrief got benched, huh? They're going to start James Washington.
Yeah, they should. Moncrief looked abysmal.
He's been the worst. Who else? Deshaun Hamilton. Is that his name?
Yeah. Denver's
third receiver. Those two guys have been fighting for worst receiver to start the season.
Yeah, they are, Martin, and they kicked it in 17-0. Jacksonville. You had that 1.5 point. You got a good cushion, 18.5 points here.
It's looking pretty safe. Well, we'll see.
We've seen stranger things. Is this a Jeep commercial? You're not really in the market for a Jeep.
Jake's saying this game's over.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jake's a Tennessee fan. He's allowed to be cynical. James Washington is the king of secondary in preseason for years, though. Yeah, probably Scrub a Dub. He's a second-round pick, though. He's an Oklahoma State Cowboy. He was a deep threat despite not getting much separation. He's got strong body position and strong hands, James Washington. I think has a possibility of being a good player. And I have a lot of I got a lot of faith in the drafting and coaching up of the Pittsburgh Steelers when it comes to the wide receiver position. Just look at that the last 10 years.
You know who I want to compare James Washington to, and I think his career is going to take a similar route, is Nelson Aguilar. A guy who kind of struggled, guy who looked really good coming into the league, struggled early, and then turns into a respectable player.
Yeah, okay. Not a Jeep guy. No, I can't say that I am, Miller. My sisters drove one. So, a bit of a girl car. Jake Jacobs says, Titans have to pass now. Down 3 scores. Mariota is going to throw a pick. Yeah, I don't disagree there. This isn't exactly... This is the problem with that strategy. Once you get down, it's hard to get back.
That's for both of these teams.
That's both these teams, though. That's the one thing about the Chiefs style. You're never out of it. Chiefs are never out of it. Yeah, 17-0. Titans losing 2 divisional games. That's tough.
You don't even want to hear about the Cowboys?
They look good. What do we want? We can't tell. They look great.
The Cowboys might have the best designed roster for the fat guy and I.
Yeah, we like the Cowboys roster. They just O-line, D-line, they're good. Yeah, we were on JAX. It's just one pick of many, right?
Yeah, this game's still not done. The nice part is that we have Jacksonville in a lot of our
all
pools.
of them. In all of them, we had them.
So because we have Jacksonville, not a lot of people had Jacksonville. It gives us a huge head start going into Sunday.
Assuming they win. Josh Allen, the rookie, with a tackle.
So you sporting a 41?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. If you have a 40s number, you got my vote. That's the coolest. 40s numbers are awesome. Henry is just...
He's still the best chance they have of getting back into this game.
Isn't that funny? It's not the fourth quarter yet, so yeah. Henry is a load, man. Okay, so first down for Tennessee at their own 36 from a Henry run. Another Henry run. Just tough fought 3 yards. It was too much hype around the JAX QB. We agree. But we still took him. We're probably going to end up betting against Jacksonville next week because of this hype and win.
Yeah, let me check who they're playing against. We can kind of make some predictions as to what the line will be. And
2nd and 8 at their own 38, Tennessee Titans. Henry in the backfield. Play action. Oh, Mariota is just a nightmare. He's sacked. DeJuan Smoot. He says they're playing Denver, Martin does.
So they play in Mile High.
In Denver. Oh, this will be a great spot. If Denver gets smoked by Green Bay, which is possible, then it'll be a good chance to take Denver.
And there is early lines out. I'm going to let you guess what it is.
The early line?
Yeah.
Denver minus 1.5.
Denver minus 3.5.
Denver minus 3.5. Wow. Wow, they get the first down. Tennessee does to Delaney Walker. So it's Denver minus 3.5 is the early line. I'll pop that in the chat. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
The what strength would you put Jacksonville at right now?
What team? What?
Like between 0 and 16 wins.
7?
And where would you put Denver?
6?
Yeah. So you'd have it as Denver minus 2.5.
Yeah, which is pretty much what I said.
Yeah, it was definitely closer than the 3.5.
Yeah, I agree, Miller. But it's what's hard about defenses that don't get it, because we have the Steelers defense rated quite highly. The problem with that is when your offense doesn't sustain drives, it'll make every defense that's tired is a bad defense. Doesn't matter. So that's kind of where I am for that. I think the Steelers defense has the talent. Oh, man.
That was a misthrow from Mariota.
Sharp dropped the ball there. Not literally, but...
Well, the ball wasn't even close.
I couldn't judge the ball wasn't close. Oh, that should be a touchdown. Miscommunication between the receivers. 3rd and 10 for Tennessee on the... I can't see the yard.
Mariota's 9 for 23 in this game.
That's abysmal. On the 47, 3rd and 10, Tennessee. Mariota finds a wide open Humphreys for a first down. You remember that Monday nighter with it's the last game Josh Freeman played. He played for it was Vikings at Giants, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like 16 for 50. That's what this game feels like a little bit.
Yeah. I was kind of waiting for one of these Thursday night, like, take the wind out of
First
the
and
sails.
10 at the opposing 40 in single back formation. Henry in the backfield. Motion to get the fullback in the back. Handoff to the left side for Henry for a loss of 1. Ooh, there you go. Oh, that's some color right there.
Yeah. That means I got to break down what's happening between plays, which is going to be really, really boring.
Yeah.
Well, they need to have some synchronicity, if that's even a word.
Synchronicity.
There we go.
He was 20 for 53 in that game.
I heard
Freeman.
that. I heard that word on the Gilmore Girls. 2nd and 11.
On the opposing 41 for the Titans. Pass to Henry for 2 yards. Yeah, Freeman in that game I mentioned was 20 for 53.
Ouch.
That's not good.
How many yards?
190 and an INT. Mariota's sacked.
Fumbled.
Oh, ball out. He recovers. Wow.
That ball bumbled around for like a
That was
second
weird.
and a half.
It was a weird play.
Because it got punched out, and then it got stuck on one of the linemen.
They're punting now. 4th and 17. Punt from the Titans. Oh, if he put backspin on it. Not Kern's best punt. It's a touchback.
I didn't see DK Metcalf's mouthpiece.
Yeah, he has been, Jake. I'm going to look this up. I'm curious.
It's a baby blue and pink baby soother.
How did I not remember that? And he's got a nose ring. I guess he's going to hang out with Odell, eh?
The we can use that for our thumbnail next week.
That's not a bad idea.
If there's a good picture of it. Thanks for the scoop, Scrub. You think Mariota's playing injured, Martin?
I don't know of any evidence of that, but I mean,
He's looked nimble on his runs, so I just think this is a lack of progression over.
There's a lot of guys like that though that are just arrested development.
Yeah, pretty much. Scrub a dub. We're gonna have to credit you in the bottom corner of the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Maybe I could put like a little rubber ducky as an homage if I'm stealing stuff.
just take a photo of when you and your brother have a bath again next time together.
Not another one. Tannehill's going to get a lot of love now. I don't know if Tannehill's going to fix this.
What? I at least give me credit. I predicted that Tannehill is probably going to be the starter. That's who I would have. I don't know if it'll be better, but I think it. Yeah, actually, I do think it'll be better.
Didn't think I'd ever hear you say that.
Yeah, I never liked him either.
I do. He was on the injury report earlier in the week. Same thing that happened with Cam
Newton's a lot more injured.
that we know of. Cam Newton's going to lead on that he's injured a lot more than Mariota.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mariota's not. Mariota's tough.
Cam Newton is so I can't stand. Another guy I can't stand.
You think Aaron Rodgers is banged up? He's pretty much been banged up the last 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a while since he's had a full healthy season. I'm sure a lot of players don't get full healthy seasons, but Denver might keep it close later against Jacksonville. Yeah, it's looking good. Anytime a team like Jacksonville comes out in a nationally televised game and looks, I'm going to put it loosely in quotes, successful.
All right, Miller. I'm gonna see. Miller asked, "Do you like the Giants QB Daniel Jones?" Yes, most accurate preseason passer I've seen. That sounds crazy, but it really is. He's got some serious zip on the ball.
From a physical tool standpoint, he looks really good. From a mental standpoint, it's going to be a work in progress. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say it's not going to be good mentally. He also made a lot of he had a lot of fumbles, just weird things that you just don't see from.
No, Saquon's fine. I think he gives the Giants a better chance of winning.
Yeah, I think Saquon's actually better off with.
Yeah, because they need to sustain. They need to take pressure off Saquon. He's more of a passing threat than Eli is. All right, third quarter is in the books. It is 17-0 for the 0-2 Jags, leading the Tennessee Titans that are 1-1.
Oh, Martin's saying that Denver might keep it close against Green Bay.
Yeah, we like Denver +8.
Yeah, definitely. 8 points is a lot.
8 is a lot. Yeah, well, the Giants are going to get Golden Tate back in 2 weeks. I don't think Shepard's playing. Let's take a quick look here, though. A little Google search. Cleared from concussion today. Wow. So that's a yes. That's a yes. Didn't expect that coming.
Daniel Jones it's going to be harder for teams to prepare for Daniel Jones than Eli Manning. Daniel Jones can cover pretty much the entire field with his arm power alone. And that's one thing you really haven't had to worry about playing against Eli is his arm power just isn't, it's below average compared to the rest of the league. And you go to Daniel Jones, who's up there as far as a guy like Patrick Mahomes with putting zip on the ball.
Yeah, this is an uninspiring wide receiver core. Cody Latimer, Benny Fowler, Russell Shepard, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton. Not good. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Can Daniel Jones rush it all? Not really. He's not an athletic guy.
Buddy, that guy is accurate, though. Yeah, Snooze arm is decent.
Yeah. Whew. You don't think A-Rod's ever been 100%? He might be the most gifted as far as all the tools.
He's got the best basket of tools.
Yeah. Mahomes isn't far away, though.
That's true.
From a mental standpoint, maybe not quite there, but from a physical standpoint, he's the closest we've seen to Rodgers.
Yeah. He's a better runner.
He's younger.
3rd and 7. Minshew going to the well again. Oh.
Excellent job by Malcolm Butler. He finally wins one of those battles.
There's a flag, though.
I didn't see where the flag came out. But Minshew's still on the field. It might be...
It's against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Is it? So
illegal blindside block on 27, who I believe is Fournette. I want to see this, though.
Scrub it up with a good line. He said, Aaron Rodgers isn't healthy when he has his mustache. Yeah, he's definitely hiding something. Not giving us the full picture.
Punt from their own 25, the Jags. Jags haven't done much to win this game, to be honest, guys. Humphreys is back there on punt return duties. I could see why.
Yeah, that mustache definitely takes you down a couple percentage points.
Thinking of fully developed mushrooms, I know what you got on the brain there, Big Rye.
Too much Mario Maker.
Yeah, that's what it is. I like how you take an adult subject and you make it Purell.
Hell yeah, brother.
So easy to just default to that, eh?
Well, I got nothing else. I got nothing good. I don't know what to tell you. I'm as nervous today as Gordon Ramsay's wife when he goes down on her.
I don't know what that means.
I'll think about it.
Gordon Ramsay. This guy's funny.
Yeah.
That's very Canadian humor, eh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Who I was thinking about just the other day? Harry Dupe.
You're probably not saying names on stream.
Canadian comedy legend, Harry Dupe.
Canadian comedy legend. Friend of the podcast.
Yeah.
Rambo.
Still never forget what he said about Batman.
Batman, the Seal song.
Yeah.
Guy's funny, man. Oh, Miller, that's a loaded question. Everyone has a chance at it, just some more than others.
The best chance is Rams and Patriots.
Most likely is Rams Patriots again.
But
I mean, there's a lot of football in between that. Yes, yeah. Scrub-a-dub.
You're onto something. They're still live.
Whoa! I just saw something interesting. There's a nice first down sling by Mariota to a slant route by Delaney Walker. When Walker went out on the run after the catch, when he went out to stiff arm the DB batted his arm and he almost fell down.
Well, I was going to say, if he hits that stiff arm, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
And also, we would have seen the next-gen stats about how Delaney Walker hit 14 miles an hour on the fastest play of the game.
Yeah.
That was the most speed I've seen this game so far. It came from Delaney Walker on a slant. Another sack for Jacksonville.
And Campbell.
This team can't get back Taylor Lewan fast enough.
The other thing, too, is a lot of these are decisions. Like
he's holding the ball way too long.
Easy sling to Walker again on second down. It looks like a 7-8 yard gain.
You'd say the Dolphins are a live mod like Walking Dead? I have no clue, but yeah, whatever you say is probably right. Oh, you wouldn't say that the Dolphins are alive. It's more like Walking Dead. I get you now.
3rd and 9. Converted. They're in fast. It's a pass to Corey Davis, I believe, his first of the game.
I've seen NFL teams tank. I've never seen an NFL team decide they were going to tank the offseason before.
Yeah.
Like, I mentioned this in, I can't remember, I think I mentioned in the last video. Remember the year of the Giants? Like, they just started, like, cutting and bringing in, like, a player a day halfway through the season, which is, it's common for teams to do that, but the Giants just started doing it at a pace that was unlike any other team. And I was like, well, they're starting to throw all these games. They actually started winning, or covering the spread, I should say.
Covering.
Because we were betting spreads at the time. And I don't know, you've seen it, just not, week
this
one.
Blatant. Yeah, Jake Jacobs says these 2 losses will keep the Titans out of the playoffs at the end. I'm going to have to agree. Division losses are painful, and this is painful.
To be fair, this is a division game. There's not that much difference between Tennessee and Jacksonville, and the game's in Jacksonville. This is a game that they're supposed to lose.
Yeah, but But they're playing a backup quarterback. I mean, I think they're a stronger team than Jacksonville, too. And Jacksonville, Ramsey wants a trade? I mean,
I'm surprised he's playing. Like a guy who's vocally talked about being traded like tomorrow, and he's in here playing this game.
He's a member of the team. I can't stand that guy either. I hate divas. Sorry, guys. Tank for Tua, scrub-a-dub. Yeah, I guess so. Who's the other one? Justin Herbert from Oregon?
I just know Tua. Everyone keeps talking about Tua as a guaranteed number 1 pick.
I wonder what the odds are. Warren was talking about this other guy, whatchamacallit? Justin Herbert.
Oh, C. Miller, just spam whatever. It doesn't matter. You should say just weird stuff so I have to read it.
I wouldn't open the forum to that big guy.
Shout out to Steve McNair.
Campbell is walking gingerly off in the sideline.
He'll be fine.
I think he's going to be okay. He's got 3 sacks and 7 tackles and 4 QB hits. Nice game for Calais.
That's a pretty good game.
Yeah.
That's a Defensive Player of the Week honors type.
That is Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, he's fine. That was nothing.
1st and 10. 25-yard line, driving are the Titans. Play action to Dion Lewis. Pass. What a catch by Corey Davis. Should go down. Because I knew the ball was coming out. I knew it.
Dion Lewis with the heads-up play to be there to recover
Dion
that
Lewis
fumble.
is a good football player. He had to do a miraculous one-handed catch to get this Mariota ball. But he was carrying the ball like a loaf of bread. That's why I said he should go down. And I knew it was coming. Play action to Lewis. Oh my God! I just saw the most...
You know what's disappointing about that play? Is that was the most obvious hold of all time. And Mariota decided to run with it instead of just being as aggressive as he could with the throw.
Yeah.
Harrison knows he's giving up a touchdown if he lets him go, so he had to do that.
Why would you decline that? You're on the 2. Okay, now you're the Titans. You got to run here with Henry twice, like 3 times. 4 times. Run with Henry 4 times.
Calais Campbell's already back in the game.
Run the ball 4 times with Henry. You can't screw it up.
Martin, I'd have to agree. I think Texans are the most likely.
I like the Colts. Oh, they're at the 1-yard line. Henry's in the backfield. Henry with the easiest touchdown I've ever seen. 17-7. Jacksonville on top of the Titans who break their...
I'm going to hold the horses here, fat guy. It's 17-6. We always have to wait for this extra point now.
Okay. I was presumptuous with the pat.
Yeah, 52. I didn't see who that was in Jacksonville. Misses his tackle. But it's 1v1 there. Yeah, you like that clean catch, Miller? That was a pretty good catch from Corey Davis.
I don't like that yards after. I knew that fumble was coming. Could see it. Oh, there you go. 7. I was right.
Pat's
Results
good.
based. Pat's good. 17-7 Jags.
I'm in the game of telling you guys what happened. Fat Guy's the prognosticator telling you what's going to happen.
That's my job, isn't it?
That is your job.
Ooh, 10.6 in fantasy. There we go.
That's good.
That's good. I'll take it. I'm only playing you.
Yeah, that's good. We should win. Yeah, scrub-a-dub. It'd be nice if Fournette could break one for you.
Yeah, it would be, eh?
The guy hasn't broken 10 miles an hour this game. How much time's left in the fourth quarter? I can't remember. We're in commercial breaks at the moment, Martin.
12:04. And Fournette has 9 carries for -3 yards.
What's your record in this? 1-1?
2-0.
Nice.
I'm going to win that one too. Like, there's 2 good teams, and I'm...
one of them.
Yeah. What he's had to do.
It's good.
He's screwed.
Yeah, it's his problem.
This is his anchor, and it's not doing well. This guy is going to lose his job to someone else.
Yep.
I wonder who has...
Mike Tyson's at the game. Yeah, he's a player on Jacksonville. And I thought Sony's yards per carry week 1 was bad. Yeah, you never know what to expect from New England backs. Not a good time to come back, but they can. Tennessee's still in this game.
Yeah, Jacksonville hasn't done anything since the first quarter.
One thing the Fat Guy and I like is blowouts, because blowouts mean opportunities the next week, and right now we're not seeing an opportunity with how both teams are whimpering to this finish.
If the Jags bust off 2 touchdowns, let's say, and they win 31-7, that would be really strong for Jacksonville play if Denver gets blown out by Green Bay, because people overreacted those 2 things. So betting, gambling. People are too reactive to 1 week, you know. If you get killed, that means you're terrible. It doesn't mean that. You got killed in the game. It happens. If you blow out a team, it doesn't mean you're the best team ever. It's overreactions, because there's a bell curve of things that could happen. There's a median of things, like, let's say, like the Patriots-Steelers game. The median for that game was probably 24-20 for the Patriots. However, though, they won 33-3, so that's on the end of the bell curve as far as unlikely good results for the Patriots. So that'll give you good prices on betting against them the next week, which in theory it was. We got 21 points, was it? Them versus the Dolphins, so it's a perfect storm, and you still lost. So you kind of got to carry it over. So we took Miami, and we bet against the Patriots. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if the question's who's gay for Fat Guy or who's not gay for Fat Guy.
Gay for Fat Guy is he's one of the participators of our contest. I happen to know him, so a bit weird, I guess.
Someone made a joke today that my name, if you spell it, it's right in the middle of Grinder.
I guess. No, Jags are not in the red zone. It's 3rd and 7, and they're at their own 30-yard line, 29. Wow. Flag on Logan Ryan for pass interference against D.D. Westbrook. It's like so lame.
What can I say? Just a Grinder high.
You're going to have to revamp your... I don't know what you just stay in a room, write some jokes, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I need some time.
So we got 1st and 10 for Jacksonville at the opposing 45-yard line. After that penalty. Lots of penalties this game. Fournette for no gain. This has such been... the Titans have at least done that. They've stopped Fournette pretty easily, too.
It's been a very good defensive game for both teams. Colin.
Yeah, I've played the new Madden, Miller. I don't have it. I haven't bought a video game system since PS2, but I can play a little bit of Madden. Me and another friend, we play for money in Madden all the time. The new Madden's okay. I don't really like how. I honestly think Madden 2007 and 2010 are better than the new Maddens. I really do. The AI is smarter.
Yeah, I play an MMO on PS4.
Yeah, he's a nerd.
The Scrub It Up says fuzz.
Well, we took the Jaguars, Gavin, so we're not that surprised.
It's frustrating to watch, but it's just a typical Thursday night game. The home teams usually look better, and you get some surprising results because of the short week. Yeah, it must be frustrating for Jake.
Yeah. Jake's an informed fan. It is super frustrating. They better snap the ball here. This be delayed game.
You remember that stat we saw about, I think it was Mariota, and it was talking about how Tennessee versus winning teams were above 500,
yeah,
and then
yes.
against losing teams, they were below 500?
I worked that into my pitch during the video. I said Tennessee plays to their competition's level.
Yeah.
So DJ Shark picks up the first down for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Logan Ryan took a nice hit to the helmet here.
Oh,
sorry, not Malcolm Butler.
By
Rashad Evans. Just
no one's playing till Sunday, Miller. There are no Friday and Saturday games. Okay, Jacksonville at the opposing 34-yard line. 1st and 10, 33-yard line. Fournette with Fournette with a negative 40-yard run.
It looked like he was going to get a lot of yards there, but Bayer did good to stay in front of him.
We think Mariota is part of the problem. This team, coaching is a thing too, though. I like the idea of just sticking to Henry. Holding on offense. Why would they accept the penalty? They get a negative 4-yard run or negative 10 with the distance. That's just bad by the. Don't drop Fournette. This is the lowest he can be. You hang on to him. We think Mariota is a big part of the problem, but I think coaching they need to run the ball more, even if that sounds even serious.
Scrub It Up got you with that dropping Fournette stuff.
I've just heard that with seriousness way too many times.
Yeah. Well, that's because it was you last year.
Yeah, but I wasn't wrong, though. I wasn't going to drop him, but I was like disgusted at the lack of toughness.
Yeah.
I'm fine with this if you're playing.
Yeah.
Not playing drives me crazy. Minshew with a weird negative yardage pass to Fournette.
Pretty much every team's playing on Sunday other than these two. The other Monday night game is Chicago-Washington. So Denver, Green Bay, Detroit, Philly, Baltimore, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Atlanta, Indy,
Really?
Oakland, Minnesota, Jets, Patriots, Dolphins, Cowboys, Giants, Bucks,
Who's Sunday nighter?
Rams versus the Browns.
That's good. I like that.
Browns are going to be a good opportunity this week if you guys are making bets.
Betting the Browns.
Cleveland +3 right now, and you get positive juice at least at Pinnacle.
Minshew. What a catch by Fournette. Wow. Only a 10-yard gain, but...
Martin Brown says the Titans look like trash tonight.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we agree.
And Scrub getting them PPR points.
I got to say, though, the Titans' defense looks good.
Yeah, they've looked really good. On paper,
Mariota's look like trash.
On paper, it's a really strong defense. Good secondary, good linebackers.
We like Tennessee's defense. Okay, Jags looking to extend their lead from 10 to 13 with a Lambeau field goal. He's 30 for 30 at home. Wow. And he has one missed pat, 24 for 25.
I think the Jets are playing the Patriots.
48-yard attempt, rather. Jets are playing the Patriots. And it's good. Lambeau is still 30 for 30 at home. There's a flag down, though.
What's a better name? CMC is my THC or 2 girls, 1 cup?
2 girls, 1 cup, for sure.
Yeah, I think I like 2 girls, 1 cup.
My sisters and my mom watched that video, eh?
Did they?
Yeah.
She like it?
My mom?
Yeah.
She wasn't that grossed out somehow. She just thought it was exploiting those women.
She's always looking for the best out of every situation.
My mom is looking for the best of... I don't know how. My father is a foul mouth.
Opposites attract.
I guess so.
That's why you, like a tough, rugged man, fell for a twink like me.
Yes. Yes, I did.
What's TT mean?
Total.
Yeah. That's too bad. It's that, you know what did it, Jake? It's that fumble from
Adoree Jackson. You can thank him.
But that's frustrating. It's why stuff like this is tough. You just never know what's going to happen. It's been the only turnover of the game, right? It's been pretty...
Yep. There's been 2 fumbles, but both recovered by their own teams.
Yeah.
It was the Titans that recovered both of them.
Yeah, team total. That's tough. That's the double hit for this game. Hopefully Tennessee can come back and at least make something of it for you, but it's not looking any more likely with every second that clicks down.
What was the OU on this game?
I think it was 38 when I checked.
Yeah, I like the under always on stuff like that.
60% of people are on the under. I was looking at all the different bets to see if there was anything I liked, but nothing was like, I want to put my money down right now. Even like without that punt, this game's still pretty close.
Yeah.
Who's been the best coach this year?
Oh, nice job, Jake. Great question. This is something I had Cliff Kingsbury I thought was the worst so far, and there was a good contrast on that first week. Yeah, Hugh Jackson.
Well, I know
They
who
had-
you liked week 1 was Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Zach Taylor, I loved him. But that's just a guy. I like seeing a guy attempt something. I mean, they're 0-2, whatever, but they have a weak roster. I like that. I like Zach Taylor's attempt. I didn't like Cliff Kingsbury's attempt. Bill Belichick needlessly did that flea flicker option with Edelman. I loved it. Patriots are always peeling the onion, and I'm gonna say Belichick is obviously the most creative so far and the best, but that's just kind of giving you the obvious. Zach Taylor is an up and coming coach, I think, for the Bengals, and I gotta give Garrett some credit, even though I don't like Garrett as a coach for Dallas.
Yeah, he's got arguably the strongest roster.
He's done what's necessary.
He's
Mariota running the ball.
He's at least not beating himself. Let's put it that way. To me,
Yeah,
that's
he's
what
not-
Jason Garrett just needs to get out of his own way, pretty much.
Yeah. Jason Garrett is a proxy coach, and that's what he needs to do.
He's made in-game decisions, though, that I've liked about like being aggressive on certain plays and going for stuff, but I know he's not your favorite coach.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good, but I mean, I like the success they've had.
And you can't deny that they have done a really good job developing players.
Oh, it's DJ Sherwin. I know that guy.
What up, Bath?
What a play by Lewis.
Good job
Lewis
by
is a
Cam
great
Lewis.
football player, man.
Yeah. Oh, the pretty boys.
Pretty boys.
We don't play for San Francisco. We're not linebackers.
Cleveland's the new pretty boy team.
They are the new pretty boy team. I'd sleep with half their receivers.
What, you don't like Rashard Higgins? Mariota's running the ball again, and he's running out of gas, too.
I've never been a Damian Ratley guy.
Yeah, Edelman certainly does. But I like that the coaching staff even put that in the ether. Here we go, 2nd and 8. Clock ticking at their own 40. Tennessee Titans. Just a duck thrown by Mariota. There's a flag flying, so this could be roughing the passer because it was a low hit on Mariota. But rather it's holding. Mariota's out of gas, guys.
You know what's disappointing for Mariota is the reason why we liked him coming out of the draft was because of his accuracy compared to some of the other players like Winston that were coming through, and it's
been anything but. It's been average.
Yeah, I'd say below average, to be honest. Like, he's missing. He had to throw earlier that would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
To Tajay Sharp.
Yep.
He's missing this one.
He had 2 throws that were touchdowns they missed.
Yeah.
They came away with no points on that same drive. Here we go, 2nd and 18 for the Titans on their own 30-yard line. Mariota's sacked, and that looks like Taven Bryan. Who's not wearing a mouth guard. I like it.
Well, like a lot of the think about that. I keep going back to the Adoree Jackson fumble, but if you take those 7 points off the board, they would have been down 7 points at that time, and they wouldn't be going for touchdowns down 7.
They could pound the run more. I mean, it really gives them that.
They would have kicked a field goal, and this game right now would be 13-10 Jags.
Another sack. I don't know by who.
And they wouldn't have to drop back and throw every play like they're doing right now. Mariota's been playing hurt. This is just trash.
I don't know if he's hurt. I really don't, Martin. This guy just looks bad.
Appreciate the love, Gavin. That's really generous of you. Thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Gavin. We like that. That's nice.
Bath. Who looked bad for 3 years? You talking about Mariota?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't healthy for a little bit of that time. It's a lot of celebrating on that defense, but I guess...
How many sacks have the Jags got? I'm really curious now.
Calais Campbell has 3 alone.
Yeah, I know. Taven Bryan has 1. Let's see. Josh Allen, Yannick Ngakoue have 1 apiece. Leon Jacobs has half. Dwayne Smoot has 1.
Yep.
We just saw Taven Bryan. Marcelo Darius has a half. And that's 3 for Campbell.
So
8?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's 8 sacks.
Bass says, I like how you guys have the game going in the corner. Is that kosher? I think it's fine.
L'chaim!
Oy vey. I think it's okay. It's pretty damn small. They're more worried about people showing it full screen. And Miller says, I don't think it's their running game, though. The Titans' running game has been...
It's great.
Has been very good.
Of the best in the league.
And they've got a lot of pieces invested in that offensive line, in their running game. They've put a lot of investment into the entire offense, and it hasn't panned out. But that offensive line is good.
Oh, that's all right, Martin. We're going to watch that game anyways. So
yeah, Martin, it takes time.
Yeah.
We've been streaming like this is brand new for us.
Yeah.
I think this gives a lot of people a better chance to come join us, ask us questions, and really talk about the game.
You should sign up for the contest, though. That's what all the names in the background are.
Yeah. Yeah, you like the combined chats. You can see what everybody else is seeing. Yeah. A couple people gave us some feedback. It's really just whatever you guys want. Like, whatever you guys talk about, that's what the fat guy and I could focus on doing. Help grow the channel. And the best thing you can do, Martin, is just tell your friends. Just tell people. If people talk about football, say, check us out.
Miller, you could run the ball the whole game if you were winning. The problem is once you get in a deficit, you do have to pass, right? If you could technically, it's possible to run the ball 80-20 with some play action, but it just I don't even know if Mariota's capable of that, and that's easy. Wow, Fournette's broken a run here.
He might be gone.
This might be gone. Oh, he's caught by Kevin Byard.
He got tackled on the 8-yard line.
What a run. This should be the dagger, Jags.
You just saw the example of why it's okay to run up till about 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, there you go, Scrub.
Scrub almost dropped him halfway through the game here. And now Fournette finally broke one. This is the one thing about Fournette that makes him more dangerous than just any other back, is that his high-end speed is there. It's not something that I like in a back, but it's something that Fournette possesses, and there's only a couple of guys in the league that can do it.
Hey, wait, we gotta get points here, Martin. We gotta get points. Relax. Fournette, 3-yard carry at first and goal.
Do you have Fournette in any league?
No, I didn't draft him. I only draft tough guys. What'd I do? You know that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I want guys that play through injury.
I forgot. I've got Derrick Henry in that other league, so it's good.
Henry's top 5 RB right now in fantasy.
Henry's awesome. He's
awesome.
At least playing.
What?
I said they're at least playing him this year. Last year they were like, he's nice to have.
Yeah.
His run was like 60, 70 yards. I don't know exactly.
I can look right now.
Fat guy, I'll check it out. Bath, who do you have in PPR? You got Fournette in PPR? And what happened to J.J. Watt, by the way?
58-yard run, it looks like. That's with some crude math and memory. That's a good run. I think Watt's...
Nice.
Oh, wait. No. 68 yards. Sorry, my mistake. 68.
How did Byard chase him down? I want to know that.
That's because Byard's the best safety in the NFL. That's why.
I know, but I didn't think he was the fastest.
No, he's not, but he did it. Oh, Fournette trips before the line of scrimmage. He really wants to get some points for you, Scrub-a-dub.
That pay dirt, as we like to say.
The pay dirt. 3rd and 3. Titans take a timeout. 3rd and goal, rather.
3rd and goal, I believe, from the 7.
They should just run the ball and kick a field goal. Run the ball, kick a field goal. It's a big win.
Oh, the stream keeps lagging? That's shitty. Yeah, how far back are we?
Fournette with another run. They followed my advice. So it's 4th and goal, and they're going to kick a field goal. I don't know if the Titans took a timeout or not. In regards to J.J. Watt, don't forget, too, they traded away Jadeveon Clowney, so that kind of is eased away. Because don't forget, you can only double-team one guy, essentially. So without Clowney, you focus on Watt. So Watt has been the brunt of most of the assignments from opposing offensive lines. So he's not really slated to put up the numbers that he once was. He's also, too, a bit older. So, I mean, he's still good, but he's just not, like, he's going to regress to the mean. He's older. He gets more attention from offensive lines because they don't have Jadeveon Clowney. And he's going to regress to the mean because he's been to such highs.
Well, he was playing at like a Hall of Fame
level.
Like
it's just hard to keep that up. You're going to have to slow down a little bit.
This is, I don't know
I can't believe they're going for it, the Jags are. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh my. What were they doing? So it's a turnover on downs by the Jags. We like going for it, but this is the weirdest thing I have seen. What?
This is the case to be made. You keep them hemmed down in that end zone. They need 2 scores to beat you. If you kick a field goal there, it's still a 2-score game.
Yeah.
But they have to convert 2 2-point conversions.
Yes. Okay, Titans ball on their own 4-yard line. The one thing I will say, though, is I wouldn't be surprised to see a safety here.
Yeah, but that was a negative EV play.
Yeah, that was bad. Lewis gets to the outside and does a nice job. Lewis is a little engine that could.
So as a wise man once say, so there's still a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Whatever, I could care less.
Hey, clearly you didn't watch Dumb and Dumber when you were in your youth.
No. Why would I watch a movie about me?
You and Jeff Bridges?
Yeah.
2nd and 5 from their own 9.
This is awesome. So the clock's ticking, and they just took 28 seconds off the clock before snapping it. And
go out of bounds, Corey Davis. Oh man, goodness. These guys are brutal.
Titans have no timeouts, by the way.
Titans have no timeouts. Corey Davis just catches the ball for a first down and doesn't go out of bounds. I can't believe. And then they're like, oh, this is just bad. And now we have a sack.
So this is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
There's no way they're going to get this off before. There's not even any urgency to get it off. This is
some poor end of the game. This game's over. Yeah, 2-minute warning.
Corey Davis was walking back to the line of scrimmage.
Do they know they have to score twice? Do they know that?
I think they're still worried about scoring once.
But they don't realize they have to score twice, and they have no timeouts.
Well, they're not playing to win. They're going through the motions.
This is really poor. Appreciate the love, by the way, Gavin. Thanks again. Dennis Kelly's got quite the lock of hair on him, eh?
He looks like he needs a shower. To be fair, it's the end of the game.
9 sacks for the Titans. Or sorry, for the Titans have given up to the Jags.
Yeah, but 7 of those sacks are because Mariota's just held the ball too long.
Pass to Humphreys, who's got another 10. That's what $9 million gets you, first downs.
Have a good night, Miller. Appreciate you stopping by and joining us for the stream.
Thank you, Miller. Yeah, Martin. Well, one thing, Martin, I'm going to say is Titans passing offense. It's I don't mind the running. I really don't.
Well, the play calling's just been bad.
Yeah. Well, it's Arthur Smith.
How many attempts does
Mariota have?
Yeah, and then how many rushing attempts are there between Deion Lewis and Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry is 17 for 44 for 2.6 yards per carry, which is bad, obviously. 3 for 13. Mariota has 33 attempts passing.
It's actually more balanced than I thought.
Yeah.
But there's been so many incompletions that they just stand out.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus all the sacks. So really you can add 10 more dropbacks to that.
Yeah, I guess that's true, eh?
The Titans offense was laughable last week too, Jake. Yeah, it's just their offense has always been like consistently just lackluster.
Yeah, Jake, we're agreeing with you there. If Titans get 20, I'm gonna say 23. If the Titans get 23 points. 23 points, the Titans would win probably every game. That this defense is put under so much duress because they have to make every stop. If the defense gives up points, they lose. It's insane. But defense has to score too. There's other teams that have been like this.
And they're playing one of them tonight.
Yeah, they are playing one of them.
Jaguars were just the first team to get to 20 tonight. That was the difference.
This game is over. What are they doing? Like, if you guys want to win this game,
think about how much booing there would be if this was at home.
If this was in Tennessee, everyone would have left already. And what you call it? Corey Davis lined up offside too. Fuck.
Here, let's see. No, he's fine. The blue line of scrimmage was 2 yards off. But what's interesting about this is Humphreys is this big guy they've brought in. He's the guy that needs to be working underneath so that they can essentially check the ball down. Same with Deion Lewis. Like they have the tools to do what they need to do in the passing game, and
they don't have the guy who can make those decisions though.
That's the crazy part.
Keep it up, Martin. It's very hard to keep that up. That's why everything needs to be done over a long sample. 5-0 is the best start you can have. I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, congrats, Martin. That's really good.
Keep it up. It's like I said, you got to do things for a large sample, though. That's the difference between fakers and the real. Fakers talk about short term. I'm not saying you're doing that, but real guys, they keep it going. They admit the losses of the long term. Humphreys, wow. I have a bet with Sean over white wide receivers.
Yeah.
So I took Humphreys as my last pick. So this is working out. Today was good.
Well, you want to go over the recap of that box score?
I mean, I guess. Yeah. No, we're happy for you, Martin. Keep it up. Okay. This is a final of 20-7 for the Jags, covering the 1.5 point underdog spreads. It was Jags plus 1.5 closing. The under hits because I believe the over-under is 38. Jacksonville moves to 1-2. So does Tennessee. Mariota was 22 for 39 for 299 yards. No touchdowns. Derrick Henry salvages his 44 yards on the ground with a rushing touchdown. 34 yards rushing for Mariota. 13 for Deion Lewis. Adam Humphreys leads all receivers with 93 yards receiving. A lot of it in garbage time. Tajay Sharp with 2 for 70. Walker for 6 for 59. 3 for 44 for Corey Davis, 2 for 20 for Jonnu Smith. Jayon Brown leads all tackles with 6. They didn't register a sack, which is pretty good for the offensive line of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That's really impressive because Jacksonville came in shorthanded on the offensive line.
Speaking of which, 20 for 30 for Gardner Minshew, 240 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Let me jump in first, though, because Camila Correa had a sack in this game.
Yeah,
okay. Or sorry, it wasn't a sack. It was a quarterback hit. I'll give you that.
15 for 66, 15 carries, 66 yards for a 4.4 average for Fournette. But that is really skewed because he was negative yards until the fourth quarter when he broke a 68-yard run, which was almost a touchdown. 4 for 18 carries to yards for Minshew. 1 jet sweep for D.D. Westbrook for 4 yards. Leading the way in receiving was DJ Shark with 76 yards and a touchdown, followed by D.D. Westbrook with 5 for 46, 2 for 30 for Conley. Fournette got 6 receptions, only for 26 yards. James O'Shaughnessy on a play action. He got another score for 2 in one of his 2 catches for 18 yards. Jeff Swaim, 1 for 8. The Jags are headed by Calais Campbell, who got 3 sacks. Rookie Josh Allen got 1.5. Yannick Ngakoue, he got 1. Who else? Taven Bryan got 1. Half for Leon Jacobs, half for Marcel Darius, and 1.5 for Dwayne Smoot. This was just an excellent job by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And you know what? At the end of the day, Mariota held onto the ball too long.
Yeah, he did. Scrub says, would you guys say it's time to stash Gardner Minshew now for fantasy?
Oh, for fantasy? No, I wouldn't. But it's a nice thought. I'll tell you what, if you got a low... This is something I'm going to try and do. If you've got a roster spot available, Daniel Jones, it might be good to get him before the game starts because he could have a good one. Daniel Jones has the potential, I believe. Doesn't mean he's going to, but I'd rather get there before I have to make a waiver claim. Rather get there early, guys. And then you can always drop him if it doesn't work out. All right, I think we're going to conclude this stream.
All right, guys, we're done for the night. I sent out the link to our website, specifically the page where you're able to click through and make your picks. So if this is your first time, yeah, Scrub, we get it. It's pretty funny.
Yes, it was good. We liked the pun.
Who will he throw to?
It doesn't matter, DJ Sherwin.
Well, Evan Ingram, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, how about that?
The Shepherd,
Sterling Shepard.
The Shepherd brothers.
Around. The Shepherd brothers.
Golden Tate will be back.
Not yet.
He will be though.
He will be eventually.
Daniel Jones is a long game. It is a long game. You're not picking him up to start him this week.
No, you're picking him up so that you can keep him.
You're picking him up so you can trade the quarterback you have right now to get a better running back or better tight end, and then use Daniel Jones in a couple weeks.
Oh, come on, Scrub-a-Dub. We enjoyed that pun. It was fantastic.
We're stashing Gardner Minshew. Okay. I don't care what Fat Guy says. I'd rather have Gardner Minshew than Daniel Jones. But that's just
Are
me.
You serious?
Yeah. Well, one guy's proven it. The other guy threw some nice passes.
Yeah, one guy's proven with a low ceiling. Get real.
Yeah, I still like it better. But that's something we can agree to disagree on, or whatever assholes say.
When Daniel Jones lights the league on fire, you'll be angry.
I will be.
All right, later, gentlemen. We'll catch you later.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.